Hello, guys. The Gunners get their Premier League title 22 years after they last won it. I have got all the information you need here. I've been working on Arsenal since 2020, wanted to learn about their history, their numbers, their connections, and they've all come together for this Premier League title. So please like, share, support. I'll try and keep this under an hour so you can share it with your friends and your family because it really is special. If my brother's John's watching, God bless you. Right. If you guys can add to this, brilliant. If not, no worries. Shout out to Chuck as well, who gave me a few finds about Arsenal, which have made this even better. So let me know if you can see my screen. If you've already pinged the like button, thank you very much. Arsenal win Premier League. Mikel Arteta's side end 22-year wait for title. This was all by the numbers why it was 22 years. Arsenal have secured a first Premier League title in 22 years. Mikel Arteta's side long wait for the title ended after Man City drew 1-1 at Bournemouth. Now, remember, guys, that Arteta was the number 2 to Guardiola. When it comes to the occult and secret societies, they pass the torch. There's a passing the torch ritual. So it's interesting that Guardiola is leaving Man City at the end of the season. And who wins the league? Mikel Arteta, who was his number 2. Arteta kept finishing number 2. Okay? But now he's number 1. Because Pep City drew with Bournemouth. It ends a run of 3 straight second-place finishes with the trophy lift set to take place at Selhurst Park on Sunday. Crystal Palace. I know you guys keep up with my work. Arsenal and Buckingham Palace and the royal family and how Arsenal are the only team to sit down and have tea with the Queen in Buckingham Palace. So I'm genuinely blown away by this because, like I said, this has been years of study. So you might have to watch this a few times. This is from my book, so you can wait for it. I'm not even going to put this on my website. I'm going to save this one for my book. My website has all the Arsenal codes. So Arsenal win the 2025-2026 Premier League title. On 19/5/26, Arsenal secured the first Premier League title in 22 years. Mikel Arteta's side's long wait for the title ended after Man City drew 1-1 at Bournemouth. It ended a run of 3 straight second-place finishes. Over the past 4 seasons in the English Premier League, Arsenal finished second, and first. Remember, Man City came into their game with Bournemouth 22-2-1 all time. The same. Revelation 22:21 is the final verse of the Bible. Revelation 22:21. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all. Amen. And we'll talk in the stream about Arsenal's biblical connections with their players. We know they have many players who claim Christ, like Timber, Eze, Saka. But we'll also go into the names of some of these players. Okay, Myth's been waiting for this stream. Hello, Jonathan, Hand of Berda. You're right, boys, come in. Arsenal will win double and Portugal wins World Cup. We'll see. Arsenal in the Champions League final, first time was 2006. Yeah, and the final was in Paris. And now they're going to be playing against Paris. And remember, Princess Diana, who was the wife of King Charles III, who connects to Arsenal winning this league, she died in Paris, France. Dave, love you, brother. God bless you. Yeah, I'll prove in this code that Arsenal connect to war, to the mark of the beast, to the Bible. Can I get a woo? Please, everyone smash the like, guys. This is special. And Matt Letizia, if you're watching, I'm sure you're probably not. This also connects to Southampton. All right? If you're genuine about my work, brother, you need to start sharing this and speaking up. So Arsenal won the 127th English top flight season of English football, and they won the 34th Premier League season. Brian, focus on this, brother. Now, in gematria, Arsenal FC equals 34, and Arsenal were founded on 127 date numerology pure. Right? They were founded 12/11/1886. So they were founded on 127 date numerology pure, and they just won the 127th English top flight season of English football. Now, buildings 1, 2, and 7 of the World Trade Center came down on 9/11 in 2001. And Mikel Arteta, Arsenal's coach, was born 7,109 days before 9/11/2001. And again, one of the greatest finds I've ever done this. 7,109 is the 911th prime number. Fair spear, I love you, brother. Thank you, Silent. So that's how many days Mikel Arteta was born before 9/11. The 911th prime, guys. And Arsenal play at the Emirates Stadium. Beautiful stadium. Right? And the Emirates is named after an airline. Okay? And look how the address is Hornsey Road, the horn, devil horns, right? But it's named after an airline, just like Man City's is the Etihad, right? And Satan is the prince of the air. Is the prince of the air, guys. This is quite incredible. Satan controls professional sports. That's why the greatest Premier League team of all time is the Red Devils, right? By the end of this stream, you're gonna understand who's behind these sports. And how I've told you, Scripture is God's word, but Satan scripts sports and he scripts movies, right? He scripts the mainstream media. He influences his children of disobedience. And some of these are not even aware that they're walking with the devil. And that's why it's so difficult to comprehend for a lot of people. Now, they won the 127th English top flight season of English football, and 127 connects to 31. I was born on my father's 31st birthday. Can I get a woo? Miss Jones, love you. Thank you. I'm going to get that coffee today, later. Now, Ultimate, please watch it. Can I get an amen, Ultimate? Please watch it till the end, and then you can leave your comment about that, please. Just out of respect. I'm only 10 minutes in. Before you start judging the code, just wait till it's finished. Then you can go, okay, still don't agree. Or, okay, maybe there is some biblical context to what you're saying. Don't shut it off straight away, because that is what affects people with this work. They automatically shut it off before they actually listen. So 127 is the 31st prime number. Remember when Man City won the 31st edition of the Premier League and the 31st edition of the Champions League, and their goalkeeper was number 31, Edison? Right? But Arsenal won their first ever league title in 31, in the year 31. That's when they won their first league title. Now, when you add up their most recent, the 127th edition of English top flight football, and the year they won their first league title, 31, 127 plus 31 is 158. Now, the Premier League season, this season, it began on 15/8. No, you don't have to be sorry, brother. I'm just saying, give it a chance before you shut it down. The 15/8. Now, that is a big number, guys, which I'll get into. Now, it began on the anniversary of the Society of Jesus being founded. And I'm just going to try to show you everything today. So the Society of Jesus were founded on 1508 in Paris in 1534. And obviously, as I mentioned earlier, Arsenal are going to be playing against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League final. And the only other Champions League final they got to was in the stadium of PSG, where they lost to Barcelona, a team where Arteta played and Guardiola. Okay? So I find that just unbelievable. Now, the 15-8, you're hearing a lot of, I need to add this to the code, but 15-8 makes me think of a Bible verse. And I'll show you it. And please hit the like button. Please support the stream or support this work in any way you can. I'll be so grateful for that. Now, I know some of you will probably be watching the Europa League final, English team against the German team. But another 15-8, which I'll have to add to the book. Right? You've got a lot of players right now and players from Arsenal who are talking about God and Jesus. Chuck, God bless you. So glad you're watching. Already giving you a shout out. No, so the Society of Jesus. Thank you, Dave. Love you, brother. Thank you very much. The Society of Jesus are basically the Society of Judas. Right? This is why they were founded on 15-8. So let me read this out to you. Matthew 15-8. This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoureth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Can I get an amen? This is the Society of Jesus. This is your Sakas, your Ezes, your Semenyos, okay? These players that are drawing nigh unto God with their mouth, all right? They're honouring him with their lips. You see them, all glory to God. I won this FA Cup, this Premier League. It's all because of God. Brazilian internationals. I'm so glad I got selected. It's all because of God. All glory to God. That's what Hendrik just said. But the heart is far from God. Because if they were genuinely saved, with the platforms they have, they would be giving God glory daily. I try my best, guys. I don't have a major platform. I'm not famous. I'm not going to be playing at the World Cup. But I try to tell you the greatness of God daily. And if they were genuine, I think they'd do it a lot more, not just when they succeed. So the 15-8s. Now, I'll tell you something that's interesting to me. And I've mentioned this. If you're on my website, you know all of this. When did Pope Francis become the Pope? So he became the Pope, right? 313 or 13-3. 266 Pope. Arsenal, right, never won the league whilst he was the Pope. Can somebody give me a woo? Chuck, I'll read your comments out. Guys, anything that Chuck leaves, you need to read carefully. Right? Because his coding ability is just very special. So whilst Pope Francis was the Pope, Arsenal, they couldn't win the league. They came second quite a few times. Why? Arsenal kept staying on 3 Premier League titles and 13 league titles. Can somebody give me a woo? And he became the Pope in the year 13. So they kept staying. They're so connected to the Catholic Church. I believe that Arteta is a Jesuit. He states that he's a Catholic, like most of these people who profess Jesus. We know Catholicism's the devil. But I believe he's actually Society of Jesus. I believe Guardiola is Society of Jesus. I believe Luis Enrique is Society of Jesus. I believe people like Sir Alex Ferguson are members of Freemasonry at the highest level. Okay? And if you look at like recent success, I believe the Society of Jesus are flying. Look at Paris Saint-Germain right now, best team in the world. I told you the Society of Jesus, they were founded in Paris. They just hosted the 33rd edition of the Olympics. They won the 33rd edition of the Champions League, right? And they're going to be up against Arsenal. Again, take your pick. I hope it's Paris Saint-Germain, not because I don't like Arsenal, because it was my pick pre-season. But we'll see. We'll see. Arteta does look like Lego Man. There's no doubt about that. Dublin called 1-1 City Bournemouth. Well done, mate. There was a lot of draw numbers there. Das Bomber, Gerd Müller's 6-year death anniversary. Oh, my word. Let's go to Gerd Müller. Oh, my word, guys. I'm going to add this. Gerd Müller, right? Oh, my word. Thank you, Chuck. We'll put that in my book later. Gerd Müller was this prolific striker for Germany, right? And he was known to be around the 6-yard box, kind of like Van Nistelrooy or Javier Hernandez, right? The fox in the box. And is one of the greatest goal scorers and players in the history of the sport. Guys, I've just noticed he has the same birthday as Unai Emery, who's coaching Villa today, who coached Arsenal. And he was born the year World War II ended, the year Adolf Hitler died. And look when he died, 15/8. So Arsenal connect to war. The Gunners, Arsenal, a nuclear arsenal. All right? A gunner is somebody who's hired to shoot people. And yeah, he scored 68 goals for Germany. And we know all about the 68s, guys, with war. All the world wars began on 68 date numerology. We could go to Revelation 6:8. There's so many with the 68s. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. This is the 4th horseman. Arsenal just got their 4th Premier League title, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the 4th part of the earth to kill with sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth. Right? And yeah, Villa right now, Villa are going to be playing against the German team. And Villa's coach has the same birthday as Gerd Müller. All right, so who's the most prolific striker for Villa right now? It's Ollie Watkins, isn't it? But his nickname, guys, was the nation's bomber. Anders, much love to you. Guys, make sure you share this and like this stream, okay? His nickname, Bomber the Nation, the nation's bomber. Bombs, guys. Remember, Arsenal have the cannonball, which I'll show you connects to the Society of Jesus also. Thank you, brother. So it's just crazy to me how this is all playing out. So I definitely need to add that. I might have to watch this back. I don't watch my own stuff. But I'm going to have to watch this, aren't I? Because I'm making finds and Chuck, and I'm sure you guys are going to find some great stuff as well. Now, it gets better, guys. Thank you, Chuck. The season ended, right? Or the season will end, because obviously I think it ends on Sunday. 158 days after Martin Odegaard and Pope Francis's birthday. Guys, Villa was my pick for the Europa League 9 months ago, but this is a tough game for them. I think so. I think they win it, but I'm slightly concerned of Unai Emery dropping to 4-2 in Europa League finals. That concerns me. Can I get a woo? Chuck knows the 42s. Anders, Fair Spear. 42 is the biggest number. I don't like Unai Emery can drop to 4-2 in Europa League finals. However, he won the Europa League with Sevilla. I think he did it 3 years in a row. Villarreal, and he can win it with Aston Villa. So you got Sevilla, Villa, Villarreal, Villa, and Aston Villa. So I like them because they're the villains, and I mentioned everything with the Bible, the nicknames, the villains. I connected it to Prince William, who I think is going to replace Charles very soon because he supports Aston Villa, and Aston Villa last won the Europa League or the European Cup in 1982, the same year Prince William was born. But Freiburg have a crazy code as well. But Villa's coach, Unai Emery, who they call him the king of the Europa League. Can I get another woo? They call him the king of the Europa League. It's just amazing seeing all my royal family codes just being revealed to the world now in Revelation. It's beautiful to me. He can go 5-1, and it's the 25-26 season. 25 plus 26 is 51. The Euros was in Germany, began on Trump's birthday. The opening game was 5-1, like 51, and it was against John McGinn's Scotland that Germany won. So John McGinn, is he the captain for Villa? I know he's very important to them. So I can't sit here saying I'm really confident in Villa. I hope they do because it's another future. The people who took the future on Villa cover Freiburg because that's the smart thing to do. Now, this is Arsenal's captain. I used to be a Van Nistelrooy fan and a Man United fan, brother. I don't watch the games anymore. Like I said, I'm sure some of you are like, finish the stream, I want to go watch Aston Villa. I understand it, bro. I was a massive fan. I was a Man United fan. I supported Bradford City as well because I played for them as a kid and I'm from there. But I was a United fan. I loved Van Nistelrooy. I was a diehard, bro. And now I can't watch. It was hard for about a year and a half, giving it all up. Now you couldn't pay me to watch these games. But Arsenal's captain is Martin Odegaard. I don't believe this guy's a captain. I believe he's technically gifted. I believe he's got a great strike. I believe he can control the midfield when he's on top form. I don't believe he's a leader. I don't believe he's a captain. If it was real, I would make Gabriel or Saliba my captain, if it was real. But anyway, here's why he's the captain. This guy came through really young, and I bet this guy's Society of Jesus as well. Although he's Norwegian, I believe that he will be a Jesuit. Jesuits are worldwide. They're not all going to tell you they're Jesuits, and just like they're not going to tell you they worship Lucifer. But Odegaard was born 12/17/1998. So 1998 is 666 plus 666 plus 666. Right? And 1998, who won the World Cup, guys? France. It's also the year Mbappe was born. PSG start winning everything after he leaves. And now Arsenal and Odegaard are going to be playing against the best team in the world, which is from France in the Champions League final. Right? So his birthday is 12/17, which means that he was born on Pope Francis's birthday. Can we get a few woos who have connected to Arsenal for 6 years? And remember, Pope Francis died on the Queen's birthday. He died on the Queen's birthday, her 99th. And Prince Philip, he died at age 99 on the 99th day of 2021. Right? I predicted the Queen's death. I told you the Pope would die in 2025. Don't know how I'm doing it, but he's got the France. And remember, France lost the World Cup to Argentina, where he was born, a day after his birthday. All right, the World Cup final was 12-18. And Mbappe got his hat trick, didn't he? Messi won the World Cup. Who were they both playing for, club level? Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, semi-pro, go watch it, bro. A great level. Really good level. I played it. Semi-pro is a great level. And it's genuine. Satan, guys, he wants your energy. He knows semi-pro, you might have 500 people watching you. Depends on the level of semi-pro. There's really high level and there's lower level. Some can get 1,000 people watching. Some you've got 50 people watching. Some you get paid $1,000. Some you get paid £30. He's not involved with that. Just like if you go watch your local band, he's not involved with that. Or you go to your local theatre, he's not involved with that. But when it comes to the Premier League, the World Cup, Hollywood movies, all right, his spirit is everywhere. And guys, what number's Odegaard? Is he number 8? Keep smashing that like, guys. Is he number 8? But you can see the cannonball there. I'm pretty sure he's 8. It was 10 for Norway, but come on, show me there he is. He's 8. So he's number 8, and Pope Francis died at 88. So you got that 888 where I'm seeing it everywhere. 88 miles per hour, guys, like Back to the Future. So he's number 8, and Francis died at age 88, didn't he? Now, look where he was buried as well. Papal Basilica of St. Mary Major, Rome, Italy. We'll talk about Mary a little bit later, who the Catholics venerate, unfortunately. Although we will see Mary in heaven. God's already won, brother. Yeah, Dida looks a lot like Mbappe. Absolutely, bro. I agree with that. You love watching. I hope you enjoy this more than watching the games now, guys. And everyone on my website, thank you for everything. But I hope you enjoy watching these breakdowns more than listening to Gary Neville or Roy Keane, okay? Or whoever else. Micah Richards, Jamie Carragher. But, guys, that's only the first page. Look. Are you guys going to stay till the end? Revelation 15:8. What I should do now is put my Matthew 15:8 as well. I'll be updating this as I'm doing it, guys. This is how I write my books. But when I thought of 15:8 when the season began, I straight away thought about Revelation 15:8. But we'll bang this here. And I should probably do the Gerd Müller. It's going to become a mess now, guys, but Gerd Müller died on 15/8. Right, and I'll update that. So, Revelation 15:8. I've told you the season began 15:8. It's going to end 158 days before Odegaard and Pope Francis's upcoming birthdays. But Revelation 15:8 states the following. And the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of God. And from his power, notice you're hearing all these players say this. Can I get a woo? You're hearing all these players say this now. The glory of God. All glory to God. You're hearing it. Just check it out. And from his power, and no man was able to enter into the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled. Now remember, like a big player for Arsenal is their number 7, Saka. And he declares Jesus and he reads his Bible and all of that. And he's number 7 and he gets a lot of important goals. I think they call him the Golden Boy. Can somebody back me up? Nice one, Dublin. I played with Guiseley, Eccleshill, Silsden, Farsley Celtic. These are all pretty decent semi-pro teams. Guiseley were very close to getting in the league. And they were actually called the Lions, which is crazy. But then I moved to the US and they gave me a contract. Now, I've shown you that, is it the Star Boy, yeah? Starboy Saka. I thought it was the Golden Boy, it's the Star Boy. I can't say, actually, I've never played against Joey Barden. When people ask me, are you better than this guy? Unless I've consistently played against somebody, it's difficult for me to say. Obviously, he made it as a Premier League footballer. So everyone say, well, of course, he's way better than you. I can't say. All I've ever said is, like, if I could play against them now, I would love to. You've heard all of this. If I could go one-on-one with Joey Barden today, I would love to. But it's not going to happen, is it? Unfortunately. The Society of Jesus was founded in Paris, France. Now, who knocked out Arsenal last season, guys, of the Champions League? Do you recall it? It was Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain just kept knocking out all the English teams or beating them. I think they knocked out Liverpool on penalties. They knocked out Arsenal. I think they knocked out Newcastle. Confirm this with me. They destroyed the English teams. So PSG knocked out Arsenal last season. And they beat them 3-1 on aggregate. On the 127th day of the year. Well, you're talking about Vinnie Jones, guys. This is just wild because he was my coach. Dan inspired, much love. He was my coach, guys. And I showed you the 127, didn't I? Arsenal just won the 127th edition of Top Flight English Football, and their first league title was in the year 31. And then PSG last year on the 127th day of the year, knockout Arsenal 3-1, and now they're going to meet in the Champions League final, which obviously I have to code on my website. In regards to Vinny, he trained me whilst I was at Hollywood for like 2.5 years. And he'll tell you himself, again, I only had good experiences with him. I do believe now he's a Mason and he's high up in the occult. He went to Hollywood. He's getting interviewed by Piers Morgan. I didn't know this, guys. When I was in Hollywood playing football, I didn't know anything like this. It was like, I'm not going to say it was a dream playing for Hollywood and going to Hollywood Hills and Vinny being my coach and playing with some celebrities. But I remember the first month I was buzzing. And then it became normal. But Vinny said, yeah, I want the greatest, but I got stuck in. And I did a job. And sometimes you need that. He wasn't the most technically gifted, but would you want to play against him? Remember when he just smashed Cantona up in the air? I wouldn't want to play against Vinnie Jones. He put me off my game. And then he just played it simple when he had the ball. That Wimbledon team wasn't great, but I'm telling you, you didn't want to play against them. Can somebody give me a woo? You didn't want to play against a team like that. So sometimes you look at a footballer and it's all about technique, how you will judge your player. I would not want to play against Vinnie Jones in his prime. Would I want to watch him? Would I be impressed by his style of play? No. But players like that, they do a lot off the ball that you're not even aware of. And they can get in your head. Imagine Vinnie Jones against Odegaard. It'd smash him in the air. Odegaard wouldn't want the ball. But you're not allowed to do that anymore. Vinnie Jones couldn't play in the modern-day Premier League because he gets sent off every game. Can I get a woo? Yeah, Carragher was very, very average, but he won the Champions League. He played for England. Gary Neville was very average, as was his brother, Philip. And again, there's Masonic connections. Obviously, Vinny, he must have known somebody. He must be part of some sort of society to go to Hollywood and play in the Premier League. He has to be. But he was only ever really good to me. And what's wild is we were sponsored by Warrior because he was sponsored by them. And they sponsored Liverpool. And Warrior, guys, I connect to war. Like my grandfather, he went to war. My name's Edwards. My last name has war in it. All my codes are about war. I'm heavily connected to war. There's a few other connections that I have with it as well. But now watch this. Very possible, Chuck. Very possible. But she was sick. When I met her, she was sick. Because I went to his house a few times. But remember, when it comes to that, like, the devil will come calling. The devil will come calling. So, the Society of Jesus. No, but Jaden, there's nobody called Edwards. Can I get a woo? I've met Edward. Right. So when you're doing the double names, Michael Owen, Joe Cole, John Terry. I could go on. There's so many of them. All right. But nobody's called Ed Woods. They're called Edward. It's like Micah Richards. It's not called Micah Richard. Yeah, Jake Paul, Logan Paul. So just tell me if you know tell me if you know anybody whose first name is Ed Woods. Can I get a woo? Anthony Joshua, you've got to understand the S. It's like the people who call me Illusion and remove the. I don't have two male names in regards to, I'm not called Adam Edward. There's an S. So the Society of Jesus were founded by Catholic Ignatius of Loyola. And he was a Spaniard. There's something with Spain in it. They've had so much dominance in recent years, whether Real Madrid, the Kings of Europe, Barcelona have been unbelievable. Spain, when they won that World Cup and they won the Euros, I believe, like, a lot of the time people think about the Society of Jesus and they just think about Paris. Can I get a woo, Chuck? They don't think about the fact it was founded by a Spaniard. It wasn't founded by a Frenchman, it was a Spaniard. And he was from the Basque region. And Mikel Arteta is Catholic. Remember, Mikel Arteta's best friend is Xavi Alonso. They grew up together, and now Xavi Alonso is going to be at Chelsea. They grew up together. What are the chances? And then they played against each other, didn't they, with Liverpool and Everton. And now they're going to be coaching against each other with a big rivalry of Arsenal and Chelsea, the two best teams in London. But Arteta's a Catholic, and he was born and raised in San Sebastian, Spain, and he was brought up in the Roman Catholic tradition, right? Yeah, Mike Tyson, you can go on all day. But you'll also, guys, when it comes to those names, you'll have friends. Think about your own friends that you grew up with. It's common. But I do think in Hollywood they do it deliberately. I don't think their names are the actual name. David James, remember him, the goalkeeper? England at one time, it was like 60% of their team. That golden generation. And it was suspect. Now, watch this, guys. If you're enjoying this, can you all give me a woo? And please hit the like. This needs to get 300, 400, 500 likes. I think YouTube limit me at 150. I think they put a limit on it. So keep smashing it. See if I'm wrong. But I feel like there's a limit that they put on my videos. So Arsenal's crest is a cannonball, yeah? Leonardo DiCaprio is about as Italian as Trump. I know that's clearly not his name either. Same with like Johnny Depp and Brad Pitt. It's not their name. Like Madonna and Beyonce. Like they get guys. Anyways, Arsenal's crest is a cannonball. And Saint Ignatius of Loyola's leg, who founded the Society of Jesus, was shattered by a cannonball. Can I get a woo? In the battle of Pamplona in 1521. In Gematria, guys, let me just show you that war equals 15 and 21. All right, war 1521. And this battle was in 1521. So, again, you'll know all of this. Arsenal have a cannon. It's a cannon. And you've got Ignatius of Loyola. He got his leg shattered by a cannonball. I've been hit by a cannonball. 5:20. Oh my word, that's today's date. Guys, I'm doing the stream on the anniversary of Ignatius getting his leg torn up by a cannonball. Can we get another woo? I didn't know it was 5:20. What? I'm doing the stream right now talking about this incident on the anniversary of it happening. I only knew it was 15:21. The injury that changed. He became a soldier. Oh my word. I've got it. This is the stuff I like because it's organic. It's not like on Sky Sports where they have a script. The Illusion, I just go off on one and I respond to the chat. Now, one of my favorite artists is Declan Rice. And he has a hit called "And You Float Like a Cannonball. Down, 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 down." Give me a woo if you like that song. It's a beautiful song. He's got a song called Blower's Daughter as well. But he has a song called Cannonball. And one of my favorite songs of all time. I was actually listening to it last night as I was writing this up because it reminded me of it. And the person who sang that song, his name is Declan Rice. Guys, Declan Rice. And Arsenal's record signing is Declan Rice. He released this 2002. Is that when Arsenal won the league? So Declan Rice, Cannonball, Arsenal's record signing is Declan Rice. Who, look out, this guy is as camp as a row of tents. Can we get a woo for that as well? Were you better than McTominay? I don't know. I don't think so. McTominay's a tank, isn't he? But look at him. He's as camp as a row of tents. And they're all saying that he is the reason they won the league. He's been their best player, yeah? It's all Declan Rice, and you got Declan Rice. And remember, he was born on 1/14, and the Queen died with 114 days left in the year. And he's number 41, the reflection of 14. He's got a child called Jude. Guys, Jude is the penultimate book of the Bible. It's the book before Revelation. And how interesting, right? If he wins the league, and I called this, he wins the league and his beloved West Ham go down. All right, is there some sacrifice there, Declan? Declan signed from West Ham. Remember, he led them to win that European Cup. And then he left. And then they had the incident with West Ham. West Ham scored at the death. Everybody's still saying, well, it should have been a goal. No, it should have been disallowed. It was against West Ham, his former club. And he wins the league. And how interesting if his former club gets relegated. I see this stuff all the time. I don't even need numbers. And I've got it on Twitter when somebody asked me 5 months ago who goes down. I said Wolves, Burnley, West Ham. And I'm going to find that tweet. And look, guys, look where he was born. And I've just seen it now. We've got to keep adding to the book. I didn't know this. He was born in Kingston upon Thames, United Kingdom. Hey, Declan, how many kings do you want, baby? How many kings? All right, when this code revolves around King Charles, and Arsenal's best player this season was born in Kingston upon Thames, United Kingdom. Okay? Wow. See if I can remember that. And he was born the year of the Matrix. He was born exactly 4 days after his best friend, Mason Mount. Right? They both played at Chelsea together. The beast rises out of the sea. And then I think Declan got released. And then he went to West Ham, Russell Brand's team. And don't ask me, do you think you're better than Russell Brand? I bet he can't kick a ball 5 yards. In those high-heeled shoes that he wears. I bet he can't kick a ball 5 yards, Russell Brand. Well, I'm a West Ham fan. Yeah, sure you are, mate. Now, Arsenal, they won the league after... Mikel Arteta seems to be popular. He's got a lot of friends. Guardiola, Andoni, Xavi Alonso. He's very popular, is Lego head. But Bournemouth's coach is Andoni. You got your Don for Armageddon, Donald Trump and all of that. Andoni Areola, he coaches Bournemouth, doing a wonderful job. How are Bournemouth? What are they, 6? What's going on there? It's all a joke. But Bournemouth, they're by the sea, by the coast. The beast rises out of the sea. All right. And they took points off Guardiola's Man City. It was 1-1. And then number 9, the beast, scored to make it 1-1. If you watch my stream, I was like, City are going to probably score. The 22s are there, but City are probably going to find a way of scoring a goal. They always find a way of scoring a goal. And then the beast got it. I was bittersweet because I had him to score, but I was like, it would have been really nice if Bournemouth got their 14th win to give Arsenal their 14th title with all my 14s. But now this next bit, can we give another woo to Chuck? This next bit's not mine. All right? I knew they were at the Vitality Stadium. I didn't know Bournemouth, their ground is located in Kings Park. Kings Park, Boscombe, approximately 3.5 miles west of Christ Church Town Centre. Is it 127 years for Bournemouth in Europe? Jonathan, that's amazing. Let me give this a screenshot. Smash the like, guys. Get this up to at least 100. So Bournemouth Stadium is in Kings Park, 3.5 miles west of Christchurch. So you've got to factor in, guys, where the stadiums are, who the coach is, all right, who they're sponsored by. Aren't Bournemouth, don't they have the 8 or the 88 in their jersey, Bournemouth? And then Semenyo came from there, but then they lose the title. But he won 2 titles. Pep was probably like, yeah, I'll take the FA Cup and League Cup. There you go, Guardiola. There was no way Pep wasn't winning a title. I coded him League Cup again 9 months ago, and they won it. He was not going to go 2 seasons without a trophy. He doesn't do that. Now, Andoni Iraola is a Spanish professional football manager for Bournemouth and a former player. Guys, he's from the Basque Country. Tyler, if that's true, then go away. Okay? If that's true, then go away. So, Bournemouth's coach is from the Basque Country, just like Saint Ignatius of Loyola, right, who's from the Basque region. Now look at this. I mentioned this on my website. On the 139th day of 2026, this is all factual information, whatever you want to say, Tyler, which is, I've shown you this before, guys. It's these people, they come for me because I expose too much. Oh my, there's really a sprinter called Tyler Mason. That's hilarious. I didn't even know that. Look, Tyler's attacking me as I'm exposing Freemasonry because the Football Association was founded by Freemasons. Right? But a Tyler is the name of the office of an Odegaard of a Masonic lodge. Guys, they have Masons in my chat. Okay? They know. These people will know of me now. I've exposed too much over 6 years. Maybe that's why Letitia got told, hey, go on that guy's show. Okay? He's exposing too much. Gain his trust. Maybe that's what happened with Letitia. I don't know. But it's funny the guy targeting me is called Tyler. Isn't it? So, again, the information I'm sharing is crazy. So, Arsenal won the league on the 139th day of the year, yeah? To win the 34th edition. Adam, would you let 3 black guys walk into your house? If I knew them, if there were 3 black guys walking past my house, I'm not going to run outside and go, hey guys, come inside. If I knew them, yes. Why ask me that? That's a strange question. What a strange question. And the 139, guys, connects to Freemasonry. All right, that's interesting. Oh, my word, and that. Oh, my word, guys, I've just found this now. Give me a woo. I'm going to have to put this at the bottom. All right, watch this. Oh, I love this. Chuck, are you still there, bro? The 2025-26 EPL season began on 15/8, and Arsenal won the league on the 139th day of 2026. Oh my word. Freemasonry equals 158 and 139. Boom. Another one bites the dust. This is how I work, guys. I love doing these live things because this is how I code. So I knew the 139, but I forgot about the 158. So, guys, Arsenal, it's just a Masonic club. They're all run by Masons. But these Masons, watch my video, they worship Lucifer. They tell you. I wish I could play it, make my stream so much better rather than just me talking. Do you want me to play it? I don't care if this gets demonetized. It's 95% of my videos. Do you want me to play the video where they talk about how in Freemasonry, their god is Lucifer? Do you want to hear it? So you'll finally stop sending me images of these celebrities claiming God or Jesus. They hate God. And I'm going to show you. Oh my word, guys, this is going to be long. Right, do you want me to play it? I'll play it. I'll find it for you. As I'm exposing Freemasonry. Okay, let me find it. I'll play it from my phone, okay? And you're going to go, wow. Some of you have probably heard this. A lot of you haven't. And it's all sports, I've told you. I make sure I code all sports to expose them. And do you know that Arsenal won the league the day that the Beast returned in WWE, Brock Lesnar? All of it lines up. Where are you? All right, I've got it. Get ready. Of the world. All right, wait a second.
Is that we worship a God, but it is the God one adores without superstition. To you, Albert Pike was a leader in Masonry, and he actually wrote a letter to the 23 Supreme Councils of the world, where he stated this: that which we must say to the crowd is that we worship a God, but it is the God one adores without superstition. To you, Sovereign Grand Inspector General, we say this: you may repeat this to the brethren of the 32nd, 31st, and 30th degrees. The Masonic religion should be by all of us initiates of the high degrees, maintaining the purity of the Luciferian doctrine. If Lucifer were not God, would Adonai, the God of the Christians, whose deeds prove cruelty, perfidy, and hatred of man, barbarism and repulsion for science, would Adonai and his priests calumniate him? Yes, Lucifer is God. And unfortunately, Adonai is also God. For the eternal law is that there is no light without shade, no beauty without ugliness, no white without black. For the absolute can only exist as two gods, darkness being necessary for light to serve as his foil, as the pedestal is necessary to the statue, and the brake to the locomotive. Thus the doctrine of Satan is heresy, and the true and pure philosophical religion is the belief in Lucifer, the equal Adonai. But Lucifer, God of light and God of good, is struggling for humanity against Adonai, the God of darkness and evil. This is the very letter that many Masons try hard to ignore. This letter openly confesses Albert Pike's plans and what Masonry stands for. First, he revealed that the Masons not only worship Lucifer, but they think that he is the true God and that Jehovah is the God of evil. He clearly states that they deceive the masses by telling them they worship God, but never reveal which God. Albert Pike.
Guys, I'm telling you, if that hasn't lit a fire in your heart, right? If that hasn't lit a fire in your heart, well, so to these people, Lucifer is God. And the God I worship, the God of the Bible, is darkness. That's why they'll see the slavery, the death, the judgment, the hellfire. All right? So they acknowledge God, but they acknowledge the God of the Bible as the God of darkness. So when you hear them thanking God, they're thanking Lucifer. It backs up all my work. Can you smash the like button? That's who they're thanking. That's who they're pointing to when they celebrate. They have a twisted version of who God is, but they believe that you need the light and the dark. That's why they have the polarity, right? So they see the God of the Bible as darkness and Lucifer is the light, the morning star, the light bearer. That's who they're thanking, guys. Okay? I don't know if it's the end of the Man City era. I don't know. I have to look into the new coach and things like that. A lot of people think Man United are going to come back next year. Now, I bet people are going to start leaving soon because they're going to go, what's the Europa League final? They are lost, Dave. Yeah, Ryan Garcia, Justin Bieber, Tyson Fury, all glory to God. All right? Their God is Lucifer, guys, who is Satan, who is the God of this world, which is why they have fame, fortune, wealth, influence, because Satan gives you that. God gives you peace and eternal life, not the riches on earth. Trust me with what's happened to me since I gave my life to Christ. So, going back to this, when this baby hits 88, baby, 9/23/2017 plus 8 years and 8 months is 5/23/2026. I'll keep an eye on that date. Cheers, Dave. I'll code the Champions League final on my website. Yeah, anybody who targets my work, it's either fear of it being so revealing, ignorance, or they're part of the occult. Because to target this presentation today, this is flawless, what I'm showing you, and all of it can be backed up. So to target this, it's either ignorance or you're part of the occult and you don't want this being revealed. Because everything I'm showing you is a fact. I'm not saying Arsenal won the league because they paid the refs off or because the FA wanted a new winner. I'm giving you the numbers why they won, which I gave you July 2025 with Arsenal. You can go watch it. So on the 139th day of the year, Arsenal won the 34th edition of the Premier League. 139 is the 34th prime number. Arsenal FC equals 34. So does Jesus. So does Beast. Now 34 is the 9th Fibonacci number. Arsenal's number 9 is Gabriel Jesus. And you don't get more biblical than that. And he wore number 33 when he began his career. And he played for Man City. But he was born on a date written 3/4. He was born the 3rd of April. And he was replaced at Man City by the Beast, Erling Haaland, who wears number 9 and who scored at the death versus Bournemouth to make the game 1-1, 9-11. And Haaland, who I coded for the Golden Boot, is going to win it the 3rd time in 4 years. Also, Bloody London Horses, that's crazy. I'm going to be talking about them later. 4/24/24 plus 24 months and 4 weeks is 5/22/2026. Oh, geez, bro. Something's coming in it. Something's coming. Now, the first openly Jesuit Pope was Pope Francis, and he died in 2025, exactly 34 days before the 2024-2025 Premier League season concluded. Right? Arsenal began their 2025-26 EPL campaign a span of 3 months and 4 weeks after Pope Francis died. Arsenal's captain's Martin Odegaard, and he has the same birthday as Pope Francis, and he scored Arsenal's final goal of the 2024-25 EPL season versus Southampton, the Saints, at the death, and it was his 34th Premier League goal because I coded it. Do you want to see this? Look. It was the final game. They played against the Saints. The Saints connect to the Catholic Church. Odegaard got the winner. He has the birthday of Pope Francis. Woo! Woo! Hey? The Saints, guys. Catholics, they venerate the Saints. Odegaard at the death. Another late winner with one of my codes. And it was his 34th Premier League goal. Arsenal conceded 34 Premier League goals during the 24-25 Premier League season, and Arsenal scored 34 away Premier League goals. So often the season before will foreshadow. Once this season's over, I'll look at the league and I'll factor it in for next year. Arsenal won the league in 34. Arsenal advanced from 3 Premier League titles to 4 after winning the 34th Premier League edition. I agree, Dublin, about Russell. 1-2 Pope Francis reign for 12 years, nice. 12 times 12 is 144. They've won 14 league titles, 4 Premier League titles. Why do you think Thierry Henry came back and wore number 12? Can I get a woo? Why did he come back and wear number 12? We'll talk about Thierry later, who's everywhere. And again, guys, come on and hit the like, guys. We don't even have 60 likes. How are we going to get this out to people? How many of you have shared this today? Just give me a woo. How many of you shared this link to anybody or any platform? How many of you? 3? Now, look when Mikel Arteta was hired, 2019 on 12/22. He was hired 12/22. 12 plus 22 is 34. Arsenal began their 25-26 Premier League campaign exactly 34 weeks after the anniversary of Arteta's appointment as the head coach. Right? Cheers, Fair Spear. Mikel Arteta was hired to become Arsenal's coach exactly 3 months and 4 days before his birthday. Cheers, Mason. Arsenal last won the league as the Invincibles, right? And they went undefeated. And they clinched the title match day 34. All of this is proven. Arsenal ended the 24-25 season with 20 wins and 14 draws in all competitions. 20 plus 14 is 34. Herbert Chapman, a prominent figure in Arsenal's history, died in 34. Herbert Chapman was an English football player and manager. Though he had an undistinguished playing career, he went on to become one of the most influential and successful managers in the early 20th century. Before his sudden death in 34, he's regarded as one of the game's greatest innovators. He was buried in St. Mary's Churchyard. Remember, Queen Elizabeth's middle name is Mary, Mary, the mother of Jesus. And Southampton, right? Southampton, the Saints, they play at St. Mary's. And on the same day Arsenal won the 34th edition of the Premier League, Southampton, the Saints, were expelled from Championship playoffs over Spygate. Right? And they play at St. Mary's. This Arsenal legend buried St. Mary's Churchyard. Spies, you got this Spygate. I told you it was all biblical. Spies in the Bible typically refer to the Old Testament scouts sent to secretly explore enemy territory for military and tactical intelligence. The gunners. The two most famous espionage accounts are the 12 spies of Canaan, right, and the 2 spies of Jericho. Arsenal won the 127th edition of Top Flight English Football. 3 out of the 4 planes hijacked on 9/11 hit their target as buildings 1, 2, and 7 came down. And remember, I showed you Arteta, right? This just can't be denied, man. Arteta was born 7,109 days before 9/11. Do you want to see that as a fact, or do you trust me? We'll get 3 woos, I'll show you it. But can you believe that 3 of the 4 planes hijacked hit their target, like 34? Arsenal is sponsored by the Emirates, which is an airline company, and Mikel Arteta was born exactly 911 prime days before 9/11. Let's find it. Let's go here. Mikel Arteta. Again, it's hard to comprehend all of this. It's something above us. And I question if these people are human at this point. And he was born the same year as Prince William. Let's go to the Gematrinator. So his birthday is 3/26, and he was born 1982, correct? And 9/11/2001 is when the Twin Towers came down. Remember Wembley Stadium had the Twin Towers as well? Can I get a woo? All of you right there? Share this with your friends, your family, your dad, your uncle, your grandfather, your sister, your mother, your best friends, your teammates, your work colleagues. What more do they want? The problem is I'm one of a few people in the world that can do this. Arteta was born 7,109 days before 9/11. It's the 911th prime. It can't be denied. And then they win the 127th edition of Top Flight English Football, and buildings 1, 2, and 7 of the World Trade Center collapsed. And also 9/11 was 41 date numerology. What number's Declan Rice? What number's Declan Rice? 41. All right. Man, I'm so comfortable in this chair. And 9/11, 254th day of the year, 111 days left. Queen Elizabeth born, 254 days left in the year, 111th day of the year. She died 911 days. After COVID was declared a pandemic, Mikel Arteta, the first Premier League coach to test positive for COVID. You really believe that? What you guys need to understand, they lie. They're professional deceivers. You are like your father, the devil, came to kill, steal, and destroy. Satan's the father of lies. So these people that you look up to, or your friends look up to, or your family look up to, their father is Satan. They're gifted at deceiving, right? Understand that. Because that's who their father is. They're not walking in the truth, are they? They told you themselves, their God is Lucifer. Lucifer is Satan. Lucifer was an angel in heaven. He fell and he became Satan, which means adversary of God. And he's the God of this world. And all these people that worship him get worshipped by this world. Arteta's from the Basque Country as well. Yes, just like the Bournemouth coach. Thank you, Dave. Now, the planes that hit the target on 9/11 were flights 11, 77, 175. We add up those numbers, right? It's 263. It's 200. This algorithm is screwing with me. It's 263. But Dave, thanks for your support. When was Mikel Arteta born? Guys, he was born 26-3. Who's going to buy this book when I finish it, guys? Give me a woo. Look, it's 400 pages. I've got to wait for this Europa League final, the Palace one, Champions League, then I'm done. I'm going to release it. I've got 3 books then. I'll be done. I don't think I'll do another other than the World Cup one. Arteta was born 26-3, the 26th of March. Right? He was born the 26th of March. And the flights that hit the targets were 1177, 175, 263. Now, this next bit brings joy to my heart. Can I get an amen? This brings joy to my heart, what I'm about to show you. Remember Arsenal? I've told you I connect to all of this. I can't believe it. Arsenal won their first league title in the year 31. I was born on my father's 31st birthday. Arsenal win the 127th edition of top flight English football. 127 is the 31st prime. Right? My birthday and my father's birthday, as you should all know at this point, is the 14th of April. Right? Yeah, Arteta, Guardiola, I'm pretty sure they probably made out with each other. No joke. Not even trying to make you laugh. But my birthday is 14-4. Well, let's look at this. And let me show you why Southampton, right, are in the news the same time Arsenal win the league. Arsenal just advanced to 14 league titles and 4 Premier League titles. 1-4-4. Okay? 144,000 saints are sealed. Arsenal ended their 24-25 Premier League campaign against the Saints. And Arsenal beat the Saints to make the recent FA Cup final, remember? They beat the Saints. Remember when Man City became the Centurions and Gabriel Jesus got the winning goal? It was at the death against the Saints. I'll probably add that. The Centurion who crucified Jesus. Jesus gets the winning goal for Man City against the Saints at the death to get them to the Centurions. Revelation 14:4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb, which is Jesus, whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and unto the Lamb. The 144,000 sealed refers to a specific group of people mentioned in the Bible book of Revelation, chapters 7 and 14. Now think how big Saka, number 7, and 14 Gaiacories were. They are described as being marked with a special seal on their foreheads by God to protect them from divine judgments and trials. Now look at this. When's Arsenal's next game? Is it Sunday? It's the 24th, yeah? So watch this. I'll just put it... No, I'll set up another one. Jesuit Order 144. Thank you, Donovan. Now look at this. Look when the last game of the season is. Can you all give me a woo, please? Please, can everyone here give me a woo? Arsenal are going to get the trophy in the stadium of Crystal Palace the 144th day of the year. Oh, my word. The 144th day of the year. I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps, guys. 9 months, 9 days after the season began. 144. How? This is breathtaking. It's breathtaking. I'm going to say it. It is. And it's still on 62 likes. Smash the like, get the work out. I'm not getting it out to enough people, guys. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. Isn't it? But I don't understand how it doesn't go out to more people. But God's in control. Can I get an amen? God is in control. Maybe not everybody's supposed to know this. Arsenal were officially crowned champions 144th day of 2026 at the home stadium of Crystal Palace. Guys, let's go. 2025 FA Cup winner. Palace, right? Eze, oh my word, I need to add this, Eze, because it connects to Ezekiel, right? Guys, look what edition this was. Guys, please give me a woo, please. Crystal Palace won the 144th final of the FA Cup. They beat Guardiola. And now, oh my word, my whole body's got goosebumps. And then remember, they got knocked out by Macclesfield in the third round the season after. How is that possible? Right? So Palace win the 144th FA Cup final. And now Arsenal have just got the 14th league title, 4th Premier League title, and they're going to lift the trophy in Crystal Palace's stadium. The Palace. And Eze got the winner. He plays for Arsenal now. Eze. Come on. Come on, guys. How can you tell me this is not scripted? You can't. You can't be like, Adam, what are you talking about? This don't make sense. How? How much more clearer do I need to make it? I've put together this information, guys, over 6 years with Arsenal to be able to do this. This ain't something I've done in 5 minutes. It's 6 years. Yeah, the 14-4, the 144. God created Adam on the 6th day, right? God created Adam on the 6th day. 24 hours in a day. Can I get a woo, Dave? 6 days is 144 hours. Look how many minutes are in a day. Right, it's time. Look how many minutes are in a day. This number's so important. Thank you for that, Anthony. I'm connected to the code, guys. It's my birthday. I'm Adam. Adam was created on the 6th day, which is 144 hours. I live, my phone number begins with 624, guys. It's Messi's birthday, my favorite player growing up. Okay, that's my first 3 digits of my phone number, and that's my birthday. So all the Jesuits are not in control. There's divine elements to this. They infiltrate the numbers. They know the divinity of the numbers and twist them. I know the divinity of the numbers and reveal them and give God the glory. It's very, very, very different. And they play Crystal Palace a span of 3 years, 37 weeks after the Queen's death. 337 is the 68th prime. Unbelievable. We're back to war. And there's crystal in the Bible as well. And remember, why did they, guys, type it in the chat. When Crystal Palace won the league, who did they thank? Gay, Eze, who did they thank? Let's see if I can see if there's an article. They all thanked Jesus. Look, Lacroix, Eze, Gaye, they all said we won the FA Cup and it was all because of Jesus. They thanked God. And what they have in common, Eze plays for England, you've got to be a Mason. Surely. He had the armband, I love Jesus, but then he has it on the pride flag, which is an abomination to God. So again, why is he pretending he's pregnant? Who's he pointing to? And then he pretends to be a Christian. Have you noticed this? These ones who are proclaiming Christ, why are they all getting rewarded? Because they're deceiving. They're deceiving. Guy goes to Man City. Doku has a great season. Eze goes to Arsenal. Have you not noticed? Satan rewards the ones that... The highest level of... Look at that with the Baphomet. That's the Baphomet. The highest... Oh my word, look at his hand. He's doing the Mason hand. Can I get a woo? Oh my word, I've just randomly found this photo. Gabriel Jesus, all right, he's got an ass, because the guys that work at the club are Masons as well. I don't know if this is the physio. He's doing the Masonic sign right in the background. Right, we got Baphomet here. He's doing the M. Guys, that is a Masonic symbol. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, to work at the club. What? How did they all know? Yeah, these physios at Arsenal, that they're involved in Masonry. Right? The coaches, the players, the owners. Well, I love exposing them. Oh my, I'm going to keep that image. I'm going to keep that image. Do you think God decided on this day to let Gabriel Jesus get a hat-trick in the Carabao Cup? Do you think that's what... I know I make fun here, but do you reckon Jesus on this day was like, you know what, I need to be glorified today. What's the best way I can be glorified? You know what? I'm going to let Gabriel Jesus score a hat-trick in the Carabao Cup. That should glorify me. Or I'm going to let Guy put I love Jesus on a LGBTQ plus armband, because that'll glorify me. Think about it. Think about how ridiculous it is, what they're saying. Just think it. Think it through before you get deceived by it. Now look at this, right? King Charles III. He resides in Buckingham Palace. Can I get a woo? Arsenal, the only team to go to Buckingham Palace and have tea with the Queen. He is the current king of 14 Commonwealth nations and is the king of the UK, which comprises of 4 nations. 14-4. So all you Arsenal fans, good luck next season winning the league. I don't think it's going to happen. Arsenal's first game this season. Let's show you this as well. Can we get a few more woos going in the chat? Let's go here. So this is Arteta's birthday, 25. Their first game was 8-17. Guys, come on. Get this out there. Arsenal's first game this season in the Premier League was 144 days after Arteta's birthday. Chuck, can I get a woo? Arsenal's opening game, which was against the Red Devils, right, was 144 days after Arteta's birthday. Come on, Mikhail, what are you going to say about that? King Charles III equals 24491. World War II began on 244th day of the year on 9-1. Incredible. How many 144s do you want? How many 34s do you want? Come on, how many do you want? If you want some, I'll give it you. If you want some 144s, I'll give it you. Okay? He's obviously a Mason as well, because he wouldn't have been pushed by the media for just saying, if you want some, I'll give it you. Right? It's another Mason. Low level. Getting a little bit of fame. Now, my boy Victor Gyakoris, I told you his name, Victor, just like Wembanyama. Victor means victory. Right? They finally get the league title when they sign a guy called Victor. Gyakoris, Sweden, who are pushing what right now, guys? They're pushing the mark of the beast, Sweden. They already have people with chips in their right hand in Sweden. Now, he got his first goal for Arsenal in pre-season against Athletic Club. And he did it on 8-9-2025. Do you want to see this? Are you ready for this, guys? You're ready for this. Gyakoris' first goal in an Arsenal shirt, 8-9-2025. What? 144 days left in the year, baby. His first goal, and look, 4 months, 14 days as well, oh my word. 4th Premier League title, oh my word. I might have to add that if I remember. His first goal in an Arsenal shirt was with 144 days left in the year. Give me a break. Victor, give me a break. I don't know, Ryan, man. Can you all hear me? Can everybody hear me? Smash the like button. Give me a woo. Can you hear me? Mi guapa's there. Mi guapa Kenya, who I love very much. Can you give her a woo? The sweetest girl walking the earth. She's got to go work soon. Sorry, guapa, that I've not responded to your message, but I'm exposing the biggest league in the world at the highest level. Hopefully I'll be done by the time you start work. The goal was 34 minutes. Let's have a look. If it was, bro. No, 45. Wait, there were 2 goals after 45 minutes? Really? Oh, it was 34 minutes. But who's that in the chat? Jonathan. Victor Gayakori's first goal was 34 minutes. Bro. Blah, blah. Oh my word. He scored after 34 minutes. Brother, that is insane. The friendlies are coded. Golden Age Deception, this is next level, bro. I look forward to speaking to you on Monday with Ball Don't Lie. Never spoke to you before. Guys, the friendlies are coded. And we've got to give a woo to Jonathan there. I'm not taking that. Well, I am. I just took it. Oh my word, Havertz, 82 minutes. Ain't that how many points they have when they won the league? Oh my word. And he got the... What? And he got them to 82. Havertz got them to 82. Oh my word, I've got to just keep adding. He got them to 82. Guys, his winning goal. And he scored 82 minutes in this first friendly? No way. Remember, guys, the Queen's birthday is 4/21. The Queen's birthday is 4/21, 82nd prime. And that's when the Pope died. We've got to add this as well. I need to remind myself of that. Give me a moment. What page is this? 396. Let me just... Queen died... No, Queen was born on 4/21, 82nd prime. I'm going to update this, guys. Pope Francis died on 4/21, 82nd prime. Arsenal won the league whilst they was on 82 points. All right, we'll keep that there. Little save there, guys. A little save. Jonathan's just pulled out a 45-yard screamer in off the bar there, hasn't he? Guys, with that 34th minute. It just pulled off an absolute worldie of a strike. Oh man, this is a mess now. It's a mess. But I'll fix it. What, Hitler became Führer of Germany on 8-2? Let's go back down. Chuck's playing a man of the match performance here as well today in the chat. Adolf Hitler became the Führer of Germany on 8-2. I'm going to throw in Prince William was born in 82 as well, the eldest son of King Charles. Okay, we'll leave that there for now. If you got any more 82s, throw them my way, baby. Throw them my way. 3 square is 9. 34 is the 9th Fibonacci. Can I get a woo? Ooh, woo! Where are we? Man, there's still loads more, guys. There's still What? How many pages do I have? All right, we're here, yeah? We're here. Martin Odegaard, captain. He tested positive for COVID-19 exactly 1 year, 44 weeks after it was declared a pandemic. Can I get a woo? Their captain tested positive for COVID exactly 1 year, 44 weeks after it was declared a pandemic. And now they're talking about another pandemic, aren't they? Was it hantavirus? Now, the Queen Elizabeth II tube line, right? Oh, Arteta was born in 82. Opened on the 144th day of 2022. Can I get a woo, guys? The tube line for the Elizabeth, right? Remember, I predicted a death. She'd go at 96 when she was 94. Now, Richard Masters, like a master mason, he became the CEO of the Premier League in 2019 on 12/12. Now, I have to confirm that with you. Richard Masters, guys, Master Mason. Look when he became the CEO, 12/12. 12/12. 12 times 12. So as he is the CAO, they get that 14-4 record. I think Arsenal's number 12 is Timber, like the Twin Towers collapse. Can I get a woo? Is he number 12? The first 144 digits of pi equals 666. Really? Let me double check that. And we'll also go here first. 2024-25 EPL season. Watch this. Guys, I've done videos on this, whatever anyone wants to say. Arsenal last season, look. 14 draws, 4 losses, telling you. Can I get a woo? And I've done videos about this, post, my website, know everything I've shared with Arsenal. It's really hard calling the winner. There's always riddles, Liverpool City. They always have crazy riddles. Guys, they ended the season 14 draws, 4 losses. Fact. Can't be denied. 74 points. That's the age when Charles was coronated. 14-4. Let's check these digits of pi. I'll type it in. The first 144 digits of pi. Oh my word, in you go. Can we get a woo for my boy? Who is this? ZJ, can we have a woo? Oh my word, we're going to add this. We're going to add this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my word, guys, am I the beast? It's my birthday. Where do we go? Oh, guys, I'm sorry I'm doing this. This could be annoying you, but I'm having to update it, guys. We'll sneak this in. Shit, I'm going to be here all day. My day is going to go again. Oh, what a find, eh? Jeez, this is getting out of hand now. My head's going. My head's going a bit. I'm not lying. 14 divided by 4, 3.5. Satan equals 35. The beast reigns for 3.5 years. Bro. Right. See if I can get through this without adding any more. Okay, done that. Right, Arsenal ended the 24-25 Premier League season, 74 points and a 14-4 draw-loss record. Shown you it. Now look at this. Guys, please. Revelation 7-4, like how they got 74 points last season. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000. Oh my goodness. Of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Guys, 74, 144. Arsenal's record last season, guys, 74, 144, 42 in the chat. Like, how can you tell me it's not biblical? And the Saints came bottom. The Ipswich with the white horse for Jesus. The Fox in Pythagorean numerology, 666. They went down 6-7, win-draw record. Right, the Saints went down 2-6-3. That's Arteta's birthday. That's Arteta's birthday. And the 12 with the Saints. Oh my word. The tribes of Israel. King Charles coronated age 74. Now, this next bit, watch this. Chuck. Arsenal won the 14th league title, yeah? After winning the 34th edition, correct? Well, look at this. Revelation 14, 14th league title, verses 3 and 4, 34th edition. And they sung, oh my word, I've had too many goosebumps today. And they sung, remember they sing in the stadiums, worshipping their idols. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne. And before the four beasts, 4th league title. And the elders, and no man could learn that song, but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. Please redeem me, Lord. I know you already have. These are they which were not defiled with women. Oops, I've definitely been defiled with women, so I'm not one of these. For they are virgins, and I'm definitely not one of them. These are they which follow the Lamb, whithersoever he goeth. I follow the Lamb, I'll tell you that. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and unto the Lamb. Oh my word, eh? Oh my word, eh? Arsenal began their... Now, I'm pissed off with some of this, and I'll tell you why later. Arsenal began their 25-26 Premier League campaign, guys, against the Red Devils, against Man United, in what was the 34th head-to-head meeting in the Premier League at Old Trafford between the teams. 144,000 are Jewish during God's wrath. Yes, amen. I agree with that. The 25-26 Premier League season began on the anniversary of the Society of Jesus being founded in 1534. Society of Jesus equals 56. Arsenal FC equals 56. We need to put this like Chuck said. Arsenal, I keep writing it, have won 14 league titles and 4 EPL titles. 14 times 4 equals 56. Mikel Arteta was born 26-3. Perfect coach for Arsenal. He was born the 26th of March. 263 is the 56 prime. Yeah, Chuck, that was an amazing find. I'm going to share that later. Golden Age Deception says Pope Leo the 14th is in power for 377 days today. 377 is the 14th Fibonacci. 520 Pope, 520. Can I get a woo? Woo! What about this? Queen Elizabeth's funeral was 520 days after Prince Philip's. Can I get a woo? It's never ending, Chuck. It's never, ever ending. The 25-26 Premier League season began 2,063 days after Mikel Arteta was hired to become Arsenal's manager. 2063, 311th prime number. That's when COVID was declared a global pandemic. 311. COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic on 311. And Mikel Arteta was the first Premier League coach to test positive for it. I'm going to put in Revelation 3:11 here, because they've just been crowned champions, correct? I don't think there's a better code ever than this in the history of codes, honestly, because it's 6 years. People have helped me along the way. Alan, Chuck, loads of people. This ain't just me. Lots of people. Lockwood, loads. Too many to name. I've done loads of it, but a lot of people have added stuff. Revelation 3:11. Behold, Sirius, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. What? What? 3:11, baby? And remember, guys, 3:11 p.m. is the 911th minute of the day. Maybe I'll add that. Pope Francis became a member of the Society of Jesus on 3/11 in 58. Exactly 62 years before COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic. Arsenal's captain, Martin Odegaard, was born exactly 62 years after Pope Francis. Can I get a woo? Yeah, amazing. Omar's an amazing coder. Guys, can you go follow Omar? He called Arsenal, I'm pretty sure. He does really good work. Omar's on Twitter if you want to leave your handle, whatever you call it. Revelation 6:2, and I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. So you got the horse, you got the white horse, right? Don't know if I'm going to add this, but where's the horses? Maybe it's here. On April 24th, 24, 5 household cavalry military horses bolted through central London, right? And one of them was a white horse and he had blood on him. Look, all of this connects. Did Villa just score in the 42nd minute? Bro. 41 here, Tillemans. 42 here. Let me tell people, they have to cover this now. No way, Tillemans. He plays for the Red Devils, Belgium. Villains lead after 42 minutes. Cover as you've got to be smart here. Emery can drop to 4-2 in Europa League finals. Let me check the odds. This is mental. And I'm telling people to cover because I coded this as a future. You know how hard it is to code a future? And it's 42 minutes. Guys, it's the biggest war number. It's the English team against the German team. So what are they now to lift the trophy? Probably 1-10. 1-12. Number 8. Well, guys, Watchman, love you, brother. Whether it's 42 or 41, it benefits both, unfortunately, but mainly Villa with the 41. The 42 benefits Beckham Scholes. Oh my word. Guys, I just told you he plays for the Red Devils, Tillemans, Belgium, and now they're comparing this goal to Beckham and Scholes. And do you know what's crazy? I was at that game. Can I get a woo, James? I was at the game where Beckham did the corner to Scholes. It was against Bradford City. I was in the stadium. I was in that stadium watching it. He's the man who fired Leicester to win the first ever FA Cup. I coded that as well with... I can't believe I forgot his name. He's such a gifted coder. What's his name? Rambo. Me and Rambo coded Leicester to win the FA Cup. He got the winning goal. There's something demonic about Tillemans. Red Devils, Belgium. The Foxes. Fox in Pythagorean numerology is 666. And now he plays for the Villains. So what is it with Tillemans scoring in finals? He scores in finals. This guy scores big goals, Tillemans. I probably coded him as well as to why at some point over the last 6 years. Now, Queen Elizabeth was coronated in 1953. That's how many points Emery has coming into this game, right? Which is crazy. 62nd triangular number. Queen Elizabeth was coronated in 1953 on June the 2nd, 6-2. Ryan, God bless you. Much love to you. We got 100 likes yet, 75. If you haven't hit the like and you've just jumped in, please do so. It very much helps the algorithm. Thank you very much. This should be, that speed gets streamer of the year. This stream should be stream of the year. And that Wembenyama one yesterday. Now, let's focus back on this. Queen Elizabeth supported Arsenal. So did her mother. And Queen Elizabeth met Pope Francis at the Vatican on 3/4/14. Arsenal won the 34th edition of the Premier League to win their 14th league title, guys. Guys, Elizabeth met the Pope at the Vatican 3/4/14. And they've got their 34th edition of the Premier League, 14th League One, 34/14. Oh, wait, I need to add that. And, wait, there's a water truck going by. Stream of the decade. Yes, Chuck, I'll take that. You played a big role in it. Guys, what was the Euro 2020 final? It was Italy, the Vatican, against England, the Freemasons. Italy won in a shootout. All the black players missed the penalties. Was it Rashford, Saka, and Sancho? Pope Francis became a Jesuit in 5/8. And Pope, I'm going to put this, and Pope Leo the 14th replaced him on 5/8 on PSG coach Luis Enrique's birthday. Oh my word, we're back to Paris. Another 58. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, 311, 64th prime, brilliant. 8 times 8. Arsenal's captain, number 8. Pope Francis died at 88. Pope Francis equals 58. So does Freemasonry. And the Jesuits operate in 112 countries, yeah? During the 24-25 season, Arsenal played 58 games. They acquired 112 points. Dirk, God bless you, bro. Still 75 likes. This algorithm I'm not going to say it. And Pope Francis was replaced by Pope Leo the 14th on 5/8. So you see them all celebrating and doing the whole thing and all of that. The fact is, guys, if you are a professional footballer and you ever watch this stream, I don't really like telling you, but your whole career is just coded. Third Temple 88, brilliant. Your whole careers, all your trophies you've won, right? Whether you know it or not, it's not even you. Okay? Arsenal season began a span of exactly 14 weeks and 4 days after Pope Leo the 14th was made Pope. Let's check. There it is. There it is. 2-0. Boom. Is it? There we go. Buon dia. You're having a good day. It means good day. That should be it, hopefully. Guys, if I get another future, it's staggering this year for somebody who's been preaching the gospel, not coding as much. First final in 44 years. They beat Bayern Munich. Let me check the odds now. If Villa shouldn't blow this. It'll be wild, guys, if I call Villa, PSG, and Palace, which I did pre-season, all to win the European tournaments, and they all do. That's unmatched, I think. But it's not over yet. But, guys, okay, if you've taken, I'm going to tell them here, cash out. The minus Villa lead 2-0 and minus 4,000. Definitely cash out. It's a 95% cash out. Don't sweat it. If Freiburg score next and it's 2-1 for War, all right. Would you do that now, guys? If you bet Villa and you have them to win the Europa League, you've got to cash it now. You have to. You'd be silly if you didn't. If Villa don't win this and you don't cash it now, don't blame anyone but yourself. Now, We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Arsenal's original name, guys. Wait, Starmer's the 58th Prime Minister? No way. Thank you, Chuck. Man, I'm going to have to fix this later. Guys, another woo for Chuck, please. He's giving us gold after gold. Arsenal's original name was Royal Arsenal. Adam, why do you always code Arsenal in the royal family? Let's start with the fact that they were called Royal Arsenal. Is that a good start? Or the fact that the Queen supported them? Is that a good start? Or the fact that Arsenal are the only team to have tea with Elizabeth in Buckingham Palace? Is that a good start? I hope so. Because it's pretty significant why I code the royal family with Arsenal and why it's led to this. 25-26 Premier League season ended 1,114 days after King Charles III was coronated. And he was born on 11/14 in 48. Now, this is why I'm pissed off, because you can go watch my video. Give me a woo. You can all go watch my video. I loved Arsenal. And the thing that put me off right before, I was like, the season begins on Thierry Henry's birthday, number 14. Are they really going to get their 14th league title when they've just signed number 14, Guy Curris? I had this list of 14s. It's all on my platforms. And they did, and I'm going to show you. But their campaign began on Thierry Henry's birthday. And if I didn't see this, I was 99% Arsenal. I was like, this is too perfect. And it is perfect, so I'm going to take it. I'm not going to take the future, because I got involved with Liverpool and City during the season. I'm not going to get involved with saying I called Arsenal to win the league. I'm going to show you that I revealed the numbers before the season began. All right? And it was my first pick, was them. 8-17. All right? Calafiore, is he not number 33? Is he 33? So this was their first game. They beat the Red Devils. 8-17. Arsenal's greatest ever player is Thierry Henry. Their season began on his birthday. Can I get a woo? Their season began on his 48th birthday. That's the year Charles was born, when Israel declared its independence. All right. He won the Golden Boot record 4 times, Thierry Henry. Look, he wore 14. He wore 14. I was like, are they going to get that? This is one of those calls I'm going to show everybody, and it's going to look so perfect. And if it misses, they're going, oh, you're a fraud. Oh, 14, 14, 14. And it literally is what happened. Have you noticed Rashford's wearing 14 with Barca as well? The Red Devils player. Marcus. And he wore 14 as well, Henry, with Barca. Arsenal's only Champions League final, he played in it against Barca, and he lost. And this guy, Arsene Wenger, he works for the World Economic Forum. This guy is a demon. Can I get a woo? Yeah, Bergkamp. I think Henry is the best ever player. I know a lot of you think Bergkamp. I think it's Henry. But again, stuff like that, that's up for debate. And do you know what they called Thierry Henry, guys? Please hit the like, guys, if you haven't already. Got to get to at least 100 likes. Do you know what they called Thierry Henry, Arsenal fans? The King. Guys, they called him the King. I've not coded the Champions League final yet. I go day by day, brother. PSG was my future 9 or 10 months ago. Pretty much shortly after they won it, I said they'll go back to back. But Champions League finals, Euro finals, World Cup finals, by far the hardest games to code. Super Bowls. Because if you make a final, you've got crazy numbers. Can I get a woo? You've got crazy numbers. You've got crazy narrative. You often will find that the teams will have overlapping numbers, and it's hard. That's why I code in play. And my website, and Fairspear, and Chris, and Sirius, and Lockwood, and Alan, and all these people on my website, brilliant coders, they see it in play. We give you the numbers, and they'll play out. Fairspear, give me an amen. They play out pretty much every game. Most of the time we're on the right side. Sometimes you're not. But you can figure it out in play, and often there's way more value. Imagine the Knicks yesterday. They were down 22. They were 12-1, and they won by 11. They won by 11 after being down 22. Now, he wore number 14. Arsenal won the 34th edition of the Premier League to win the 14th league title. It began there. Why did Arsenal have to play on his birthday? Because that's why they're fixtures. It's a fix. And the opening was the first game, Liverpool-Bournemouth. Wait, wasn't that 4-2? Oh, Dave, incredible. Guys, wasn't that first? It was Bournemouth, it was Andoni. Guys, I'm pretty sure this was 4-2, because didn't Liverpool win the first 4 games and it looked like they were going to win the league? They kept scraping it, and then they just couldn't. Oh, was it 3-2? No, it was 4-2. Oh my word, it was 4-2. The beast, the Egyptian king, Semenyo, who's I can't speak. I can't get my words out. The first goal, 36 minutes. The beast reigns 3 years, 6 months, 666 to 36 tries. Number 22, Ekatike. 22 chapters in Revelation. Arsenal win the first league title in 22 years. The Egyptian king scores at the death. The Egyptians, the pharaohs. Moses released the Israelites from Egypt. What is going on? Dave bets small. I respect people who bet small. If you are betting money you can't afford and it's really hurting your soul, please quit. Can I get an amen? If you bet for fun and bet $5, $10, $20, all right, you read it in play, it's entertaining, fine. If you're betting hundreds, thousands and you can't afford it, don't do it. If you're struggling for money, don't bet. Don't see gambling as a way to pay your debts off. It won't. It won't. If you have a ton of money and you have money to play around with, go for it if you can control yourself. And Semenyo, he wears 42 now. The beast reigns 3 years, 6 months, 42 months. First goal, 36 minutes. It finishes 4-2 at the death because of an Egyptian king. Nah, come on. This is just 34 plus 14, 48. They win the 34th edition of the Premier League, the 14th league title, and it began on Henri's 48th birthday. Israel declared its independence in 48. Revelation 4:8. And the 4 beasts, 4th league title, Premier League, had each of them 6 wings about him, and they were full of eyes within, and they rest not day and night, saying, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, which was and is to come. Give me an amen if you're excited for the return of Jesus Christ. Just give me an amen if you are genuinely excited for the return of Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Alpha and Omega. He's definitely blessed me. The numbers and all of this led me to God. God works in mysterious ways. Okay, we all have a different testimony with how we came to Christ. Some of you haven't yet. Hopefully you will. Hope and pray you will. He gave me this gift. This information, it's too much for my little brain. Can I get a woo? It's too much for my little brain to do this, to process this. I don't deserve to know what I know when it comes to this. So I didn't know it for 33 years. 25-26 Premier League season began the 227th day of 2025. Now let me see if I can show you this. My computer, guys, Julie, much love to you. My computer is taking a beating recently. All right. Prince Philip died 4-9. 49 is massive with Arsenal. 4-9 died 2021, didn't he? Guys, look at this. Prince Philip, who was married to Elizabeth, remember he died with 266 days left in the year, and Pope Francis was the 266th Pope, and Odegaard has his birthday. Well, look, the Premier League season began with that Liverpool-Bournemouth game. Bournemouth basically won them the league, and then Arsenal took it from Liverpool. So Prince Philip died exactly 227 weeks before the Premier League campaign began on the 227th day of the year. Yeah, Brian, that was honest. Go watch the end of the video and you'll see. You'll see that it was organic. Go watch the end, how I ended the stream. Do you think I'm good enough to end it like that? 3 hours, 33 minutes. You think I was able to code that to the second? Brian, there's an organic element of it. There's something divine about it. The saints. All right? And it's not Latissier, it's Letitia, bro. It's not Latissier, is it? I thought it's lit. It's lit, so you got that wrong. Maybe you're saying LA because I lived in LA trying to mock me. It's not even that. His birthday is George Floyd's and Charlie Kirk. Now they called him Le God. I've told you, I don't know where I stand with Letitia. I know he got 47 penalties, and that's a huge number in Freemasonry. If you ask me now, what's your thoughts on Letitia? Right now in 2026, I'd say I believe that he's a Freemason. And the Freemasons contacted him and get in touch with me. That's what I would say now. At the time, when was the interview? What year was it? Did you enjoy the interview? Everybody enjoyed it. Oh, you never asked him this, though. You should have asked him that. I told you his name's biblical. Matthew, Paul. Matthew was a disciple, Paul the apostle. He was born in St. Peter. Peter was a disciple. He denied Jesus 3 times. His spouse was Angela. He told me he believes in God. But with my work recently, this guy not sharing it, I don't trust him. Can I get a woo? With the work that I've done, this stream right now, Letitia, if he was genuine, I love your work, Adam, it's quite incredible. I had no idea about any of this, the fact that they called him Le God, right? If he's genuine, he should be watching this today, and he should be all over his platforms telling people, this illusion guy, he's revealing information that I've never seen before. He's connecting Southampton and Arsenal. It's unbelievable. He's connecting it to the Bible. He never promoted me. He did an interview. He did it for free. I never paid him. He followed me. He was following me on Twitter, not me following him. I don't follow many people. Definitely don't follow celebrities. And then we ended up doing an interview. And I knew it was dangerous for me. I had 2 sides. Do I do this and get involved with a major celebrity in football? Because I'm probably going to get called out. Or can Letitia help me get out the work and promote it? He's done nothing. He's done nothing to help me since that interview. Can I get a woo? Nothing. And I've got his phone number still. Go look at all the streams I've sent him. Matt, please watch this. Please share this, mate. If you're genuine, share this. No response. So he probably got told, gain this guy's trust. Or there's something just divine why I'm interviewing the guy for the Saints and all this stuff's happening and playing out. And he is authentic. And not all of them are evil. I don't know. Again, Matt will know. And I know he wore number 7. I know all of his numbers, guys. His first goal was against the Red Devils. The Saints against the Red Devils. That was his first goal. I know all of this. I've told him all of this. So it's up to you guys. But I'm not Matt Letizia. Can I get a woo? I've not been on Sky Sports. I've not played in the Premier League. Yeah, I played academy football. That's not playing professional football. I played academy football. I'm not, like I said, I'm not playing in these YouTube games when I'm better than all of them, those YouTubers, still now at 40. So don't say I'm in the club like Letizia, because I did one interview with him. Fairspay, I'll find it for you now. But I knew the risk of me interviewing him. But I actually thought the interview was brilliant. I thought the interview was brilliant, and I didn't even plan any questions because I'm a freestyler. See, I'm going to try find it for Fair Spear. 3.2 thousand views, 200 likes. I actually generated some cash from that, $32. But that's a lot for me on YouTube. There you go. You got the link? Go watch it. Do as you wish. I mentioned the coding, yeah. Go watch it. Go watch it. And then make your own conclusion. But don't say I'm in the club because I interviewed one Premier League player. And yes, he was a great player. Adam, they're deleting comments. That's what they do. They delete comments, likes, views. Anyways, guys. Yeah, it might not be all of them, Julie. It's up for debate with all of that. Letizia got fired by Sky Sports. He sells supplements now to make a living. Doesn't seem like he's doing great after football since losing Sky Sports. He's obviously got a lot of money, but he also played in the Premier League when they didn't get paid a lot of money. I think he told me he got like $3 grand, $4 grand, 10 grand or something. Look what they're getting now. It's a different time now. But he still works with Southampton, doesn't he? That's the thing. He still works with Southampton. So Southampton's a Masonic club. Can I get a woo? Look who's come through Southampton. And there's something with Southampton and Liverpool. Theo Walcott, he came through, and then out of nowhere he's playing for England. He came through Southampton. Letizia obviously came through Southampton. I don't know if they all came. Wayne Bridge. Who else has come through there? There's loads, but they've had some great players. Van Dijk played for them. He's obviously a massive Mason if he's captain in Liverpool. That Ricky Lambert's probably a Mason because he played for England. And he's really close with Letizia. There's loads of them with Southampton where they've had some great players. Mane. So if he's working for the club, isn't it funny how they're called clubs? Can somebody give me a woo? Can I get a woo with that, Jaden? But I didn't know Joey Barton was part of this Bradford Liverpool Lodge. I don't even know. I thought he was from Manchester. People say Joey Barton watches my work. Joey Barton's never contacted me. Peter Odemwingie, definitely genuine. Yeah, he probably is because he wasn't like a major. He wasn't Letizia, was he? Odemwingie was. How long was he in the Premier League for? Was he with West Brom? Maybe it's not all of them, but it's funny that you're in the club and football, they're clubs, they're football clubs, aren't they? And they all have Masonic lodges. But going back to this, Premier League began 227th day of 2025, exactly 227 weeks after Prince Philip died. Arsenal beat King Charles III's favourite team, Burnley, 1-0 on a day leaving 227 days left in the year. All right, because look, they beat them, was it 5-18? Look, with that Havertz goal. How many 227s, guys? How many? Yeah, Gareth Bale, thank you. That's probably the biggest, yeah? The guy won the Champions League. Gareth Bale came through Southampton. So, do I trust Letizia right now? No. Did I? Yes and no. I was never fully committed to Letitia and trusting him. I just justified he's the only one who's reached out to me, who's let me interview him, and he never said to me, don't ask me this. Don't ask me that. He said, ask me whatever you want. That's what he said. Ask me whatever you want, Adam. I respect you. Whatever you want, ask me. I probably answered most of the questions before. I said, are you sure? He's like, yeah, whatever you want. He didn't give me he gave me 3.5 hours, whatever it was. Guys, he scored over 100 Premier League goals and he gave me, who he's never met, 3.5 hours of his time. Gyökeres signed for Arsenal on 22/7. Why did they say Arsenal couldn't win a league? They needed a striker. It was always that. They needed a striker. They got a striker, proven striker, who, by the way, played for Coventry. Oh, my word, he does the mass celebration. COVID. I agree, Dirk. But I think you all know this. I've repeated myself numerous times. If I was in the club, I'd have a monster platform of following. If they wanted this revealed, I'm the best one to reveal it. They don't want it revealed. Can I get a woo chuck? They don't want this information going out, which is why I'm demonetized and shadow banned, and none of these pros are contacting me but one. How have they not contacted me? To ask me about their careers. Is this real? Was my whole career just a numerical code? What does that mean for my life? Was I chosen for this? They're not asking. Because it would destroy the Premier League. It would destroy the whole illusion, wouldn't it? That it's all organic, that they came through the academies, that they worked hard, that everything's just natural. It would destroy professional sports if this became viral. Do you agree? It would destroy them. There's a tiny percentage of the world that are watching my videos. And most still don't really understand what I'm showing them. If they did, it'd be the end of the Premier League. Because people have just got, okay, it's a coded ritual. Why am I buying the shirts? Why am I spending 70 quid on a ticket? Why am I getting so emotional when it's already predetermined? Why am I having the banter back and forth with fans when it's not even real? So they need to keep the illusion protected and not me. It has to be seen as organic. That's why you have to see underdogs beat favourites. So it just seems like anything's possible, but it's the code why that happens. Because in reality, the best teams, and I've said this before, should always beat the shitty teams. A Man City should be beating Burnley every single time they meet. If it was organic. But the 22, and they shouldn't be beating them 1-0 at home. Arsenal shouldn't be beating Burnley 1-0. They should be putting 6 or 7 past them if it was real. When you see how much money Arsenal have spent on their squad and Burnley, they should be putting 6, 7, 8, 9 past them. Like in the World Cup, someone like Spain should be beating Cape Verde by 20. Give me a woo if you agree. Spain should be beating Cape Verde by 20 goals. And if they beat them 1-0, nobody will say anything. Great goalkeeping for Cape Verde. Great disciplined defensive performance by Cape Verde. Missed chances by Spain. They should be putting 20 past them. I've played against Panama. And my team, Hollywood, drew with them. We drew with Panama. Right? Who've beaten the US national team. I've drawn against Panama. Semi-pro team in LA. And we played at LA Galaxy's training ground. How's that? And then Panama can go to a World Cup. Don't make sense. Why do people spend $2,000 to go to the World Cup? It's their dream, isn't it? One of my dreams was to go to a World Cup. I never have. I don't know. It's one of those like once in a lifetime check box, you know what I mean, type of experiences. I don't know. I won't watch one game, Chuck. I'm sorry about your dad, Julie. Huge Birmingham fan. Yeah, it's hard. My dad's not like a huge pro football fan, but I was. And it broke my heart seeing it was all coded. It did. It's very dramatic, isn't it? It broke my heart. It really affected me. It affected me a lot. Behold 22:7. Behold, I come quickly. This is Jesus. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. That's your 227s, guys. 227, that as well is pi. 22 divided by 7 is 3.14. But look, 227, going back to this. Oh, where is it? No, I was here and here and here and here and here. So, Premier League season began 227th day of the year, exactly 227 weeks after Prince Philip died. Prince Philip died on 4/9. 227, guys. Look at this. Can we have another woo? How? 227 is the 49th prime. The Premier League began 227th day of the year, exactly 227 weeks after Philip died, who died on 4/9. I don't know how. And then Arsenal, 49 games unbeaten. Arsenal's 49 game unbeaten run's the longest undefeated streak in top flight English football. How? So this whole thing where they're the Invincibles and the 49, I'm showing you why that happened. I'm showing you why it happened. I'm not, Arsenal, unbeaten, unbelievable. Do you think they're better than City Centurion? I'm not going back and forth with you. Look how they beat Forest 42 unbeaten run as well. 42. I'm not doing that with you. I'm not trying to entertain you and keep you in it. I'm trying to get you to leave it. Well, not leave it. Revelation 49. I'm trying to get you to not worship it. Not saying never watch a game. I'm saying just don't be like these fans on the fan zones. 3-0. Oh my God, I just clicked on it and it was 3-0. That was so hilarious, guys. Summit guided me to click on this. That's game over. I've got another future. Can I get a woo? Everyone in the chat, give me a woo. Surely. I've called another future. Oh, look, it's gone down as 41, which was great. For Villa. See, they changed the times, which pisses me off. Villa are getting their 13th Europa League win. 41, the 13th prime. I connected it to Kobe. But they've changed it from 42, which made me panic, to 41, and that's what pisses me off. Satan twists the times. So it's another future, guys. Oh, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Shut your mouth, Adam. Shut your mouth. It's not finished. It's not finished. I'm going to go Kobe on you. Job's not done, guys. Job's not done. I'm going to go Kobe Bryant on you. Prince Philip was born with 204 days left in the year. Arsenal ended the 24-25 Premier League season, 20-4 record in regards to wins and losses. Remember, they finished 2014-4. Arsenal began their 34th Premier League campaign exactly 20 weeks and 4 days after Mikel Arteta's birthday. Adolf Hitler was born on 24, and he became the Führer of Germany in 34. Another future hits, Mason. This year, well, no, it's not hit. This year, man, I wish I kept with Arsenal with this code. Inter Milan, yes. PSG, yes. Bayern, yes. Ipswich promotion, yes. Porto, yes. Villa Europa League, looking like yes. My Champions League pick was Paris Saint-Germain. They're in the final. My League Cup pick was Manchester City. They won it. I got the FA Cup wrong because I said Arsenal. But they stayed on 14. Wait, did Arsenal stay on 14 FA Cups? So there was some other futures as well. I don't know if I'm going to get the World Cup. It's too hard. I don't want to have that. I don't want to be judged off my World Cup pick. I want to expose it. Get on my website for the World Cup. Yeah, I had Man City Carabao Cup 10 months ago. And they beat Arsenal. So they had some value in the final as well. They did beat Arsenal, didn't they? And I said, keep an eye on Arsenal. And they've won the league and the Champions League final. And they got to the League Cup final. Didn't I? Look at this. How wild is this? What is it with Emery and the Europa League? There's some sort of magic spell there. Look at it. How wild is this? I'm following 51 and Emery is going to go 5-1 in Europa League finals. If anyone wants to buy any of my books as well, just drop me an email. Look at this. Keep an eye on Arsenal, Arsenal's incredible biblical connections. All right? I posted this 7/19/2025, Archie. Give me another woo. Guys, I posted this exactly a year before the World Cup final. I didn't even know that at the time. And I've got Gaia Corey's here. And this is before the league began. And since then, they've won the league, Champions League final, League Cup final. And Havertz just got the goal against Burnley. The World Cup begins on Havertz's birthday. I'm too connected, guys. I'm too connected. You can't say this is rigged and illusion, you're one of them. The stuff I reveal, nobody else is doing daily. I can't believe this. And go watch this stream. Almost all my 14s are in here. Before, this kind of reminds me of the whole Argentina thing. I posted a video, Argentina will win the World Cup a year and a half before. Then the Queen dies. I'm like, oh, keep an eye on England as well. But my code was Argentina, like this one was Arsenal. But so much happens, guys. Jota dies, and you're like, oh, shit, what does that mean? And you have to factor in stuff. Deaths are the biggest things that take me off a pick. Like I said, the Queen's death, the Pope's death. Who does that benefit? And these deaths can happen during the season. The Pope dying was great for Arsenal because the 14th, Leo came in. Speaking of Leo Messi was born on 24/6. On 24/6 in 1717, the Premier, that's why it's called the Premier League. Can you all give me a woo? Anybody who's not left a comment, just leave a comment. People say, ads, why do they call it the Premier League? Yeah, I like Liverpool. The Fibonacci sequence was the thing, Brian. My Fibonacci sequence video is crazy. The Premier League for the first 33 seasons matched the Fibonacci sequence. And I was like, what's the next two numbers of the Fibonacci? Maybe, where's my professional sports book 2? I don't think it's here. I think I'll need my USB. Let me find it here, and I'll show you why I mentioned Liverpool. Premier League. And I found this, and then it became viral. Right? I did a video before all of this. So look, I did this. Give me a woo, Brian. This Fibonacci sequence, man, it took me off. I was like, this might be more important than my 14s. And I was born, guys, like I said, the 14th of April. Fibonacci sequence goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. All right? Blackburn have won the league once. Leicester once. Liverpool twice. At the time, Arsenal 3. Chelsea 5. Man City 8. Man United 13. So the Premier League, after 33 years, this is what the record was. Can I get a woo? And then I was like, what's the next two numbers in the Fibonacci sequence? And what is it? It's 21 and 34. And this is what took me off, and it pisses me off still to this day. Doesn't mean I didn't find all the Arsenal stuff. Liverpool could have got their 21st league title and won the 34th edition. You're telling me I didn't? I had to mention that. And I was like, shit, I think that is it. I thought the Fibonacci sequence, if it continues, it has to be this. But then I was thinking, shit, no, because that's going to come 3. So where's the 2? And I'm like, but that 21-34? Are Arsenal on 49 trophies? No way, mate. Are they on 49 trophies? It's 48. They're on 48. Does that include? Have they updated it? No, they're on 49, aren't they? Can we get a woo to Bryant? Because it only says 13 league titles. Oh my, so Arsenal winning the league? Bro, Arsenal winning the league was their 49th trophy? Bro, that's amazing. Thank you, Brian. Wow, bro. They couldn't stay on that. They're going to lose, aren't they, to PSG? That's massive. Bro, thank you. That is... No, yeah, it's not updated, so I've done it myself. Look, it says 13 titles. It's 14. So it's 49. Bro, that's just another bit of gold to the collection. No, it's 49. It's 49, guys. Look, they've not updated it. Screw Google. That's why sometimes you've got to use your own brain. Update Google, because they have 14 league titles now. Maybe they don't update it till the season's done. Maybe they have to wait until Sunday. But it's 49. And what I am going to do, where's my 48s? Here. Arsenal came into the 2025-2026 season with 48 all-time trophies. Cheers, Brian. Brian? What you doing, Brian? That's me trying to be Stewie Griffin. And you know what? Because Brian's just given me that 49, it's time to give you a Peter Griffin's laugh. There you go. Enjoy. Getting bit by a mosquito. Now, going back to this, right? It's called the Premier League because the Premier Grand Lodge of England. Matt Letizia, you're a Freemason. Just admit it to me. Tell the world now. Tell them. Just be honest. The Premier Grand Lodge of England was founded in London on St. John the Baptist Day, of course. When fourth Premier League title, baby, existing lodges. Remember, all the Premier League teams, they have Masonic lodges. Matt Letizia said he got invited to be in a Masonic lodge and he declined. Gathered at the Goose and Gridiron Ale House in St. Paul's Churchyard in London and constituted themselves a Grand Lodge. Right? 1717 is when Freemasonry became a thing in England. Guys, it's the 34th pentagonal. Guys, how long have I streamed? For 3 hours? I've got no super chats. Dave's helped me. Think about what I'm actually getting out of this. I've got no new members sign up to my website from this. Think about why I'm doing it. I care about you guys, and I want you to help your friends. John Fury. Oh wait, my girlfriend Kenya's calling me. Let me answer. And I'll tell you something. My son Tyson will knock him out. Is that good for you, Jaden? Hey, brother. I'm still streaming. No, it's okay. Well, are you at the bus? Hi. Yeah, I'm doing this stream. I've been going for about 3 hours. I'm going to go for a walk and have some food.
Are they making this again now?
Yes. Back it off.
Okay, bye.
You're good. You got it. Huh? Okay, I'll text you whilst you're on the bus, okay? I'll be finished soon.
Okay.
I got that.
It was weird. There was some weird man out from my apartment.
There was?
Oh, yeah.
Are you okay now? Are you away from them?
Yeah.
Alright.
He was meeting outside.
Mm-hmm.
I just only left like one door. The other one now because I'm in a hurry.
Did you eat anything?
Yeah, I had breakfast. I sent you a picture.
Okay, I have not looked at my phone. Alright, I'll text you after I'm done. Okay. See you later. Bye. So that's when Freemasonry was founded in London, England. Where smash that like button. We got 80 likes. Get it off that. It's a big satanic number is 80. 17, add up those numbers as well, it's 34. Let's check this Villa game, is it done? Off the bar. Villa are just murdering them, guys. Yeah, so the Premier Lodge, the Premier League. Kenya's Mexican. Yeah, Letitia gave me 3 hours and he's never been seen again. He's responded to a few messages, but I think it's got too deep for him now. Prince Philip opened the Emirates Stadium on 10/26/2014 on the anniversary of the Football Association being founded, which was founded in a Freemason tavern. Now, let's look at this. Oh. Better show it. Prince Philip was indeed a Freemason. Adam, stop calling him a Freemason. Do you have any proof? Well, he was a Freemason. Let me type that. Prince Philip was a Freemason. Remember, it was Philip and Elizabeth that gave Bobby Moore, the Freemason, the trophy in the World Cup in '66, whilst he was wearing number 6. Yeah, her English is amazing. Kenya's an amazing girl. I'm blessed. And again, you heard me say Kenya, yeah? Where was Queen Elizabeth when she became queen? Guys, give me a woo. Come on, baby. Guys, Elizabeth found out her dad died when she was in Kenya. I met Kenya right after I released my Queen Elizabeth book. Don't tell me that the Jesuits control our reality. She's Kenya, guys. She's Mexican. I've told you, I live in Mexico. I was born in '86. Who hosted the 1986 World Cup? Guys, it was Mexico. And Maradona did the hand of God against who? England. And man, I think it bothers people. Go, this illusion, he thinks he's connected to everything. He thinks he knows everything. No, I don't. But I am connected to pretty much all the work that I present. I believe I'm meant to be in Mexico now. I believe there's free will, and I believe there's also God's will. And I think it's a combination. Much love, Dave. I think it's a combination of free will, God's will. And I believe that I'm meant to be here and be with Kenya at this very moment in my life. Prince Philip had a long association with the club. His first visit to Highbury in an official capacity came in October 1952, just 8 months after Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne. Chris, brilliant. Let's type that in then. Maybe I'll throw it in the book. Prince Philip, Arsenal FC. Can you all see now that we'll put this in here? Thank you. Let's give a woo for Chris Shadow, baby. Chris Shadow sounds like he should be a magician, doesn't he? All right, let's bang this in. That's the good thing with these books. You can just get stuff like this from Google. You don't have to be a genius. You just need to be good at coding. And then I don't have to be a great writer to do this one. Prince Philip, the late Duke of Edinburgh, had a long-standing association with Arsenal FC. His most prominent connection to the club occurred on October 26, 2006, when he stepped in for Queen Elizabeth II to officially open Arsenal's Emirates Stadium. Prince Philip was a Freemason, and we'll take that. We'll take that. Cheers, Christopher. Brian, what's Brian? Brian's pulling out some gold today. Let's go back to my 49s. This is how we should work together, you know what I mean? So what's Brian saying? Adam, in 1949 season, Arsenal finished on 4. Did they? Come on. Where is it? Portsmouth won it. Oh, guy, round of applause to my boy, Brian. Brian, I'm going to give you a 2-year contract here. You've earned it. You've proven yourself. Let's bang this in then. Where's my 14? Thank you, bro. This Arsenal code could be a book, couldn't it? During the 49, what season was it? Top flight. So it wasn't the Premier League then. Football season. Arsenal ended the season with 49 points. Bro, that's mental. Bro, that's absolutely mental. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, good. Wow. 42 games. You know they used to play 42 games, didn't they? For the Beast. And then it became 38 for Ezekiel. 38, Armageddon. Man City got relegated that season. Cheers, Brian. Wow. Mental. Wait, and they beat Portsmouth, who won the league. This is crazy. Well, Miss Jones pulling out a Woo Brian and a Jaden with a Jaden. Are you on my team now, Jaden? Weren't you one of the guys targeting me? Are you on? Are you on the team of the illusion now? Do you trust me? Have I earned your trust? Pretty sure you thought I was a Mason. Arsenal are so Masonic, guys. It's ridiculous. Much love, Jaden. I understand at the beginning when you question me. I do understand it. I probably know a bit too much. My name is a bit suspicious with the illusion. I get it. But if you've watched my stuff, you can't bullshit around and say that I'm deceiving people. Now look at this. So Freemasonry, you thought I was a woman. Yeah. On 24/6 is when modern day Freemasonry was founded. Arsenal play in London, where modern day Freemasonry was founded on 24/6. Now, yeah, guys, if anyone wants Bryant's autograph, it's going to charge you $49. If you want Bryant's autograph. 246 passengers died on 9/11. So we're going back to 9/11 now. 24 times 6. Come on, guys. 144. Arsenal became 14-4 in regards to winning top flight and English Premier League titles. Arsenal began their campaign exactly 1,984 days after Mikel Arteta tested positive for COVID. The film 1984 is 113 minutes in length. Coronavirus pandemic equals 113. George Orwell, remember Arsenal had George Graham? Published in 1984 on 6/8, and the 25-26 EPL season began 68-day numerology. And it was pure, baby. That pure numerology. George Orwell, who wrote 1984, died 227 days after 1984 was released, and the 25-26 English Premier League season began the 227th day of 2025. Yeah, fixture, exactly. Exactly. George Orwell released 1984 in 49. Guys, this book is about a dystopian society. Big Brother's watching you. That's what's coming. Exactly 4 months, 14 days before Arsenal's greatest manager, Arsene Wenger, was born. Guys, Bryant. Shall we look at when Arsene, like Arsenal? Guys, he was born in 49. Can we get another woo? Arsene Wenger, whose middle name's Charles. I love doing this. I love this game. Arsene Charles, like King Charles, guys, he was born in 49. Come on. Arsene, where are you? It's not just Arsene Wenger, is it, for the book now, baby? It's Arsene Charles Ernest Wenger. Remember, he had Pat Rice, like Declan Rice. Because he likes it in the... He likes it in the... You know what I'm saying, baby. Arsene Wenger likes it in the... Woo! Martin Odegaard, right? Is captain of Arsenal. He came into the Premier League season this season with 414 professional appearances. And he led Arsenal to their 4th Premier League title and 14th league title. Now, what was the thing I found with Gayakoris? I found something with Gayakoris with 414. My head's spinning here. What was it? What was it with Gayakoris? There was a 414. No. Shit. Okay, when did he get that goal? Guys, what was the Gayakoris fine? There was a 414. I can't remember what it is. I don't need it. Oh wait, that's the date. 8/9. No, I can't remember what it was. There was a... All right, we'll leave that. I'll go back to that later. Arsenal won the 127th season of top flight English football. Martin Odegaard signed with Arsenal on 127. And he's the captain. Look. I can feel me exposing Arsenal today. The Masons. Guys, look. He signed 127 from the Kings of Europe. The Kings, 127. He just captained them to the 127th edition of top flight English football. There you are, Martin. You're the captain because of the code, mate. Not because you're great and you're a leader. The 49ers logo looks like Arsenal's, yeah. Henry made his return against Leeds, who were owned by the 49ers. We can go on all day, can't we? Your teeth, mate, as fake as your career. Now, look at this. Oh my, guys, smash 81 likes is an utter travesty. Smash that like button. I'm knackered. Well, let's go look at something else. Shall we? And just let me know, guys, in the chat, right? Is there anyone in this chat for this particular presentation that wants to work with me? And what I mean by that, is there anybody who is amazing with editing, who wants to work on a presentation for this? Maybe we do 50 mini videos, 50 reels. Somebody give me a woo if this is a good idea. We could do one video of just Odegaard signs on 127. He guides them to the 127th season of top flight English football. We can talk about how Arsenal's first game of the season was against Man United. And who was Man United's coach at the time? It was Amorim. Amor means love. And his birthday is 127. Shall we talk about that? That's one video there. I give you too much information in one. I understand that. I think it's incredible, but it's difficult in 2026 to process. Let's do one video of those 127. Buildings 127 came down 9/11. Part 2. Mikel Arteta was born 7,109 days before 9/11. All right? Arsenal play at the Emirates. We can go on all day and do little videos. I need something more than 80 likes and 500 views now. This work needs to go to a different level. If you can help me, contact me. Please. And look who became Man United's coach, Carrick. Carrick's birthday, he was also at West Ham, who were going to go down. Carrick's birthday is 28/7. 14th pentagonal number. I don't think Arsenal win the league next year. So yes, somebody help me out. Contact me. Maybe I'll give you money even though I don't have much. I'll give you money. Even though it's my information. So Arsenal's campaign, well, no, it's not my information. Stop, Adam. It's not mine. This is not mine. Sorry for that. The Premier League season for Arsenal began against Man United versus Ruben Amorim, who was born on 127, and Ruben is one of the 12 tribes of Israel. There's 12 tribes, guys, the 144,000 divided into 12 tribes, 12 times 12. Now, guys, Amorim and Arteta, their birthdays, 1 month, 27 days apart. Amorim's 127. Arteta is 326. Guys, there's 1 month and 27 days between their birthdays. Thank you, Mason. Yeah, there must be one of you out of 15,000 that follow me who have a gift with technology. I could speak to Ball Don't Lie or Golden Age Deception. They do good stuff. Do you know, what's it called? TikTok banned me. TikTok banned me for nothing. Didn't do anything controversial. They banned me. Revelation 12:7. Remember, Arteta's name's Michael. Mikel is Michael. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. All right, this is about the war in heaven, guys. The archangel Michael Arteta, Michael Carrick. Buildings 1, 2, and 7 came down during 9/11, and the season of 9/11, Arsenal won the league at Old Trafford after beating Manchester United 1-0. following a Sylvan Wooltord goal, and Arsenal began their 25-26 Premier League campaign with a 1-0 win at Old Trafford. I don't know if there's anything with Wooltord. I know he's French, but I bet there's something with why it was him. He won the World Cup, didn't he? He was there 4 years. They won their 4th title, didn't they? I think all these apps, you've got guys, hit the like, please, man. Does it not go up? Or maybe it's just the same 38 people that have stayed and watched. Have Villa won? There you go. Let me just... Makes my book a lot easier when it wins. Now I can just copy and paste my future. Istanbul. Should I keep going? Mr. Flinzy, I love you, bro. In Arsenal's 49-game unbeaten run, they started against the Saints with a 6-1 win, and in their last unbeaten game against the Villains, they won 3-1. Then they lost against the Red Devils 0-2, aggregate 4-9. Bro, can you send me that on WhatsApp? Please, that's amazing. God bless you, mate. Adam, Arsenal have finished on 49 points in 4 different seasons. How do you know that, Brian? Arsenal have finished. That's immaculate research. That's next level, bro. Where is it? Thank you. This is the book. Professional Sports Decoded Rituals Part 3. Guys, give me a woo if you've purchased my other 2 and it's helped you become a better coder. I've done a Part 1, a Part 2, a Part 3. This is Part 3. I've not even done the contents page yet. But this one is... it's crazy. And again, I forgot half of the stuff I've wrote about. But if you have Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, I'm going to sell it once it's done. It'll take you to the next level. You'll learn about Messi and Ronaldo. You'll learn about the history of all of this. You'll see the connections with Michael Jordan and Messi and Liverpool and Arsenal. These books should be best-selling books. And my Trump book, I'm telling you, they should be. What have I found here? Oh, wow. Let's go with my 1026s. But yeah, I haven't finished it yet. It's a bit of a mess. It's all over the place. This is how I write them, though. It's a lot of work. All this coding is. Every day. Where's my 126s? There. Matthew 10:26, fear them not therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. I love this. It makes me, thank you, James. I appreciate you. That was short. This makes me think of the work that we do, guys. Can I get an amen? This is happening now. So revelation means to disclose, to reveal. And this 10:26, fear them, not therefore. Like, don't fear man, don't fear the devil, don't fear the angels, only fear the Lord. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. So God's pouring out his spirit in the final days, and all the darkness and all the sin is all going to be exposed. Nothing will be hid. You can't hide from the Lord. And this verse makes me think about the work that I do and other people. I don't want to say I do like I'm the only person. And that is Michael Jordan's NBA debut, which was in 1984. He made his NBA debut 10:26. And he's the GOAT. And Messi's the GOAT. And he was born on 24/6. Oh my word. What the heck? Messi is the GOAT. I'm going to have to write this down. So these goats connect to Freemasonry. And have you seen this, guys? Messi is playing against Jordan in the World Cup. Can I get a woo, guys? Flinny? Messi's Argentina are going to be playing against Jordan, the nation, at the World Cup. When Messi won the World Cup, he played for PSG at club level. They were sponsored by Jordan. And that's where Jesus was baptized. Jesus was baptized in the River Jordan. Serendipity, God bless you. Suri, God bless you. Emi Martinez and Emery from Arsenal win the Europa League. Brilliant. And he won the World Cup with Messi, didn't he? Oh, this is all over the place. Declan Rice was instrumental in Arsenal winning the league. He's probably going to get the player of the season, I think. And he officially became an Arsenal player exactly 26 weeks after his birthday. Queen in Gematria is 26. She was born in the year 26. She became the queen on 2/6, and she died 2 months and 6 days before King Charles III's birthday. Arteta was born the 26th day of March. I'm going to put, I think God equals 26, doesn't it? Oops. Rice was born on a day leaving 351 days left in the year. 351, the 26 triangular number. Now, I think you're going to enjoy this. Arsenal signed Eze, yeah? Arsenal signed Eze from Crystal Palace. And the 26th book of the Bible is the book of Ezekiel. It's one of the major prophetic books of the Old Testament. Let me check something. Eze Euro 224 number. It's 21. Did 26 players go? Did 26 players go to the World Cup, guys? They're campus Christmas, man. Look at them. Man, the world, man. We're being lied to. Look, 26 players went to the World Cup. 26. Let's add that. Kobe Mainoo was number 26. 26 players went to the Thierry Henry wore number 14 and number 12 for Arsenal during his 2 stints with the club. 14 plus 12 is 26. Arsenal secured their first Premier League title in 22 years. Should I mention this? Leo Messi won the 22 FIFA World Cup in his 26th World Cup appearance. Arsenal secured their first title in 22 years, Premier League title. It's 22 players on a football pitch. Arsenal won the league after Man City drew with Bournemouth, staying on 22 all-time wins versus them. Bournemouth's number 22, Eli Junior Krupi, opened the scoring, which my website coded. Thank you. It's 22 chapters in the book of Revelation. My eyes are hurting. Guys, how long have I been streaming? Has anybody been here from the beginning? Arsenal have had 8 different players wear number 14 shirt and 8 different players wear number 4. Wow, mate. Got good info, Bryant, today. Israel was attacked by Hamas exactly 22 years after USA invaded Afghanistan in response to 9/11. Cheers, Mason. Israel was attacked by Hamas exactly 22 weeks after King Charles III was coronated. Miss Jones, love you, thank you. Now look at this. Archie, thanks. Yeah, it's a long time to spend with me online, so I appreciate you. I know you're busy people. Kai Havertz score of Satanic equals 22. Kai Havertz scored a crucial winning goal versus Burnley a span of 3 weeks and 4 days before his birthday, and a day before Arsenal won the 34th edition of the Premier League. Kai Havertz has the exact same gematria as Revelation, which I've shown you all for years. I think since 2021, when he got the winning goal in the Champions League final. God, man, I look back, I've done this for a long time. So they win their first Premier League title in 22 years. There's 22 chapters in Revelation. And the goal that won him it was scored by a player, a German, who has the exact same gematria as Revelation. How is that possible? Cheers, Jonathan. Cheers, Julie. Cheers, Serendipity. Arteta born 7,109 days before 9/11. 7,109, 911th prime number. Arsenal is sponsored by Emirates Airline, and planes brought down the Twin Towers on 9/11. Queen Elizabeth II died 911 days after COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic. Israel was attacked by Hamas 911 days after Prince Philip died. Revelation 9:11, and they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. Oh, wait, what was that? What was that Bournemouth coach called? Andoni? But in the Greek tongue, Prince Philip was born in Greece. Hath his name Apollyon. The Church of Satan, I'm tired here, guys, this is tiring. The Church of Satan has 9 satanic statements and 11 satanic rules of the earth. 9/11. Arsenal won their 14th league title. Yeah, Satan hates me. Of course he does. He hates all of us. But man, he's got that extra little bit of hatred for the people that walk with Christ. Arsenal's season began on number 14, Thierry Henry's birthday. Arsenal signed number 14, Victor Gyökeres, prior to the 25 26 season. Arsenal's record signing is Declan Rice. He was born on the 14th day of 1999. Declan Rice signed for Arsenal for a record 105 million. 105 is the 14th triangular number. Arsenal won the league shortly after Pope Leo XIV replaced Pope Francis. Arsenal are nicknamed the Gunners, and World War I began on 28/7, the 14th pentagonal number. World War I began in 14. Pope Francis and Martin Odegaard were born with 14 days left in the year. Can we get some woos? I posted this July 2025. And they've hit all those 14s. But I think it's because of this. Revelation 14, this is what I think it comes down to, guys, is a pivotal chapter of apocalyptic prophecy that contrasts the eternal security of God's faithful followers with the ultimate doom of those who worship the beast. It serves as a message of patient endurance, warning, and ultimate hope for believers enduring intense hardship. Guys, when this comes, stay strong in the Lord. Can I get an amen? Please stay strong in the Lord. It's coming, guys. The beast system's coming. It's not here yet. It's any moment. I won't have a YouTube channel. You won't be able to super chat me. You won't be following my website. All right, Julie, thank you so much. It's coming and it sucks, but it's a reality. That's why I work overtime. So I'm like, how much longer do we have the ability to share this work? Maybe it's not oh my word, I have 14% on my phone. Maybe right now you're not processing it, but maybe in 6 months you go, okay, Illusion warned me of this. Maybe I should read a Bible. Maybe this is the end. Maybe he wasn't batshit crazy and an attention seeker or whatever you think I am. Adam, again, Julie, thank you so much for that. After this, I'm 100%. I'm going to go walk and I'm going to go get a juice. I'm going to get a juice. I'm going to walk 15 minutes to get a juice. Thank you. Adam, look at Matt Goldbridge's recent tweet, stealing your work. What? Goldbridge, whoever you are, if you're watching, I've done a video about him. Get me on your show, bro. Look, he's here. I've shared up the 221. Revelation, that's the final verse of the Bible, guys. That's the final. People steal my work, guys. It's endless. But get it out there. So what's his name? Mark. How's he stealing my work? Look, MG is the Mason. I don't need to go and expose this guy again. The MG is the Masonic letters. Masonic, the G for geometry. So what's he put? What's the exact? This one? It's funny how he did it 42 minutes ago. Wait, I'm going to steal something. I'm going to steal something from this guy. OG, whoever you are, I'm about to take this from you. This is what I mean, guys. We can find and we can study, but I don't think Goldbridge watches my work. He's just given me some gold, though. Can I get a woo? He's giving me some gold. Unite, thank you. Unite Emery, I didn't even think of it like this, has now won 5 out of 6 Europa League finals that he has. Cheers. Whoever led me to Goldbridge, King Charles III was coronated on 5-6. Look, and I was seeing it as 5-1. He wins 5, he stays on 1 loss. I didn't think about how he's won 5 out of 6. Thank you. So yeah, I took that. Maybe you can say I stole from this guy, whoever he is. OJ, thank you. Follow me, bro. But again, look, he's a football. Look, he has no idea. He supports. Oh, yeah, the only final he lost was to Arsenal. I'll take that as well. The only Europa, I think he lost 4-1, didn't he? The only Europa League final that Unai Emery has ever lost was versus it was versus Chelsea, wasn't it? When they lost 4-1. I think Hazard was different level. I was in Cuba. When this happened. It was versus Chelsea when he was head coach for Arsenal and they lost 4-1. Yeah, see, guys, this guy is a fan. But he's just giving me gold. No, he's a fan. He's just a fan. I'm not. So if you talk, is this the thing he stole from me? I think other people have seen that. I don't think this was a special find with the Villa stuff. That was easy. Again, I've done a video about it before with Emery. I said he's Spanish, and in Spain there's all the villas. I'm still not done though. Shit. Guys. Oh no, my images are all moving. I told you about Vieira, yeah? Patrick Vieira is one of Arsenal's best ever players, yeah? Thank you, James. Adam, do you know Odegaard is Arsenal's 14th captain? What? Oh, bro, how are you finding this? You're taking me all over the show here. Odegaard, right, what are you saying? Odegaard is Arsenal's 14th captain in the... Is this what we're saying? I don't know how you found that. It says 20th. Oh no, club's history. I'm not asking for club's history. This is where they twist it. Oh, we're going to have to do it like this. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not getting 14. I'm not getting 14. I can't add that. I'll always have to fact check. I'm intrigued to know. Can somebody do this for me now? I'll do it myself. I don't know if it'll come up. Martin Odegaard's 14th goal for Arsenal. Is he going to tell me? Martin Odegaard famously scored his 14th goal against Newcastle. He opened the scoring in the 14th minute. Guys, come on. You guys are helping me out. Odegaard's 14th Newcastle, the Queen died in a castle. Oh my word, he scored his 14th Arsenal goal in the 14th minute. All right, here, I'm going to bang it here. We're going to bang that there. Martin Odegaard. Guys, I wouldn't have done this without Bryant. His 14th goal was the 14th minute. Oh, bro. Guys, it's so coded. From the minute they score. From the minute they score. It's coded. Vieira was Arsenal's captain when they last won the league. And he was born on a day leaving 191 days left in the year. 191's the 43rd prime number. Now, if we go... I'm going to have to open it again. Go to the Premier League standings. Have you seen the goal difference? Arsenal plus 43, Man City plus 43. Plus 43. 14th prime. 14th prime. George Bush was the 43rd US president. He was the president during 9/11. These fines just keep coming, guys. What? Jonathan? Stop. Mikel Arteta. No, bro. Bro, no. Oh, mate, bro. No, we didn't. Oh, my goodness. Wait, we've got more. But we need a massive woo for Jonathan, don't we, guys? Arteta scored 14 Premier League goals for Arsenal. Now, this is just too perfect. You can't deny this shit. Put me on a podcast. Get me on a podcast. Hey, anybody? Any celebrity out there, put me on a podcast. Now you're scared shitless, aren't you, of me? Get me on a podcast. Got all these football podcasts. Contact me. Like, if any of you know a footballer, get them to contact me. They're scared shitless. They won't do it. Will they? Apart from Letitia, give me another one. Come on. I nearly swore. Patrick Vieira was sacked by Palace on St. Patrick's Day. I've done a video about it. They fired Patrick on St. Patrick's Day, exactly 14 weeks before his birthday. Arsenal were officially crowned champions, because I wrote this in the future tense, in Crystal Palace's stadium. Vieira coached for Palace, guys. And he was dog shit. Patrick Vieira wore number 4 for Arsenal. I'm pretty sure Arsenal had a player called Vieira since. And Arsenal lifted their 4th Premier League title inside the stadium of Palace. Let me confirm that. There was another Vieira. Is it Fabio? Yeah. Wait, is he still with Arsenal? He is, isn't he? He'll probably connect to it. But another Vieira. Maybe I'll sneak him in. Does he win the title? Does he get a medal? And now he's in Germany. Well, anyway, his name's Vieira. He came from Porto. Adam, Adidas Arsenal shirt sponsor was founded in... Oh, my word. Oh, no. Miguapa's... Kenya's... She's left a tumbler at the bus stop. I'm going to have to go, guys. I'm going to have to do this for her. Give her hope. She spent a lot of money. I'm going to have to end the stream. This sucks, guys. But Kenya's lost a tumbler and she spent a lot of money on it. Sorry. I've got to do that for her. Probably gone. Guys, I've got to go. Oh, wait. Do you want me to leave the stream going and come back in about 10 minutes? Give me a woo. Do you want me to do that? Can you stay with me? Oh, won't you stay with me? Can you wait for me for 10 minutes? Yes or no, or shall I end the stream? I'll stay in the stream. You guys keep sharing information. Let me go do this for her. Please pray. This is a big... Sounds silly, but it's a big thing for her, this cooler. I know it sounds silly. It's just a cooler, Adam. But let me go. I'll be back. I'll be back because I'll be back. If it goes off the screen, it's fine. It doesn't end. I'll see you in a bit. Let me go. I'm back. I got it. I'll have to send her an email. I don't know if this is still working. But I found it for her. I'm going to have to email her. She's going to be delighted. I was driving like Michael Schumacher in his prime there. You guys still with me or not? Calafiori scored the only goal on the opening day against Man United. Arsenal won the Premier League on his birthday, which was yesterday. Oh, whoa. Number 33. Are you guys still with me or is the stream done? How do you spell his name? It's Kala, I think. Kala. This guy. Oh my word, they won the league on his birthday. And he's from Italy, he's from Rome. Oh, bro, this might be, guys. That's amazing. Man, I've got an email as well from the tax office, all sorts of stuff going on right now. My head's spinning, but we're going to finish this stream together, okay? I'm going to finish this. I've got 4% on my phone. What the heck? The Rome stuff goes back to the Catholic Church. 24. Thank you. That's amazing. That's a great find. Can't believe he was born in Rome. Number 33. Wow. What? Charles is dead? No. Come on. No. No, this is too much if Charles has just died. Man, let me finish it. Oh, by the way, didn't Vieira also play for Man City? Didn't Vieira play for Man City as well? Man City won the league whilst they're 4 points ahead of Man City. I'm pretty sure Vieira, number 4. Yeah, I put it here. He played for Man City, didn't he? 4 horsemen of the apocalypse is a metaphor depicting the end of times in the New Testament. They describe conquest, war, hunger, and death. Arsenal's away jersey is the 4 horsemen. Can you see it? Arsenal's away jersey is the same colours as the 4 horsemen. Can I get a woo if you're still with me? Oh, my head's spinning. Arsenal won their first league title in 22 years to win their 14th league title. Revelation 22:14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. And this biblical coding, guys, I'm telling you, I brought it to the table. It's changed my life, bringing the Bible to the code. Didn't they have, is that Hayden? Isn't that Heaven? They had a player called Heaven, and he's now playing with the Red Devils. I'm pretty sure that's Hayden, or Aiden Heaven. Revelation 22:14 means that those who follow Christ's teachings and rely on his grace have the right to eternal life. It shows believers that their faith yields the fruit of obedience, granting them ultimate access to the tree of life and the gates of the New Jerusalem. Guys, please, honestly, please give your life to Jesus. I know a lot of you, you're not interested. Please, please, please. This stuff's is God pouring out his spirit. Whose last name is Heaven? Honestly. No, I need to put this one now. Arsenal won their first Premier League title in 22 years to win their fourth Premier League title. So there you had the 22-14. Now you have the 22-4. Revelation 22:4, and they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads. Revelation 22:4 states they will see his face and his name will be on their foreheads. In biblical theology, the verse describes the eternal reward for believers. This is what we all want, guys. Calaforius, 14 caps for Italy. Oh, we'll go back to that later. Absolute intimacy with God and the complete unashamed revelation of his character. And that's what you get from me. Can I get an amen? I ain't perfect. I'm a sinner. I fall short in so many ways. But I am unashamed of my faith in Jesus. I proclaim it from the top of the rooftops that Jesus is my King and that I'm nothing without him. That's what I do. That's what all reborn believers do. But it talks about the new heaven. And obviously Arsenal had that heaven player. I don't know why he left. World War I lasted exactly a span of 224 weeks. Also, Russia invaded Ukraine on 2/24. The war. Didn't they have Zinchenko, whatever his name is? Zinchenko. And remember when they had Arshavin? He got 4 goals against Liverpool. He was Russian. I've seen him live when he played for St. Petersburg. So, okay. And you're saying this guy's got 14 caps. I'll confirm it. Has 14 caps. Let's have a look. I believe you. But I got to check it, don't I? Oh, incredible, guys. Just, Dusty FC? Whoever you are, I've not seen you before. You're gifted. Thank you. I wonder who he got it against. Don't tell me it was against Odegaard. Can't be. Is he going to tell me? Anybody know who he got it against? Where can I find it out? Does it show you here? No, I can't find. Anyone know who Italy his last game was? Oh, is it here? Wait, where's the dates? See, this is the Bosnia. So it's when they missed the World Cup. It was Bosnia. His 14th. You remember Edin Dzeko, the Bosnian, when he got that goal for Man City? When they won the league. Thank you. I've been lurking for a while since I can't always catch you live. Dusty, I hope to see you more in my lives. You've helped me out here. I've got this weird email, guys. It pisses me off. I get all these emails and they're all in Spanish. All right, get rid of this guy. What time did he score? Oh, no way did he. No way. Guys, Arteta. Oh, no. Mikel Arteta made 110 top flight appearances for the Gunners. I didn't know that. Did you guys know Arteta made 110 appearances for Arsenal? The World Trade Center had 110 floors. It doesn't stop this, guys. Now the question is, do they all know this? Are we just so far behind them and they know this? No, they have no idea. I don't know. Before the season began, Arsenal had the following on their roster. Still don't even have 100 likes. How long have I been streaming for? 7 hours? I've got 2% on my phone. Gabriel Jesus, Archangel Gabriel and Jesus. Gabriel Martinelli, Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel Magalhaes, Archangel Gabriel. Eberechiezi, Ezekiel the Prophet. Christian Mosqueda, Christ and Mosque. Christian Norgard, Christian. Martin Odegaard, same birthday as Pope Francis. Mikel Arteta, Archangel Michael. Mikel Moreno, Archangel Michael. Ben White, Jesus Christ rides a white horse. David Raya, which means King David. Also, I think Liverpool have that Lewis Skelly, who's number 49. Probably have to look into him. I think that's Skelly there, and he's number 49. Came through their academy. He'll connect to it. They had to have a number 49 in the squad, didn't they? British Prime Minister is a diehard British Prime Minister, Keir Starmer. Watch this now. I might have to go charge my phone. Oh, I just can't see your comments. Keir Starmer is a diehard Arsenal fan, and he stated that digital ID is coming to Great Britain. He became the Prime Minister on 7-5. Arsenal won the league as they had 7 draws and 5 losses in the league. Revelation 7:5, of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000. Revelation 7:5 forms part of a larger passage that describes God sealing the 144,000 faithful Israelites, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes, to protect them during the end-time tribulation. Specifically, verse 5 lists the first 3 tribes, Judah, Reuben, and Gad. Now, Starmer, who wants to bring digital ID, he became Prime Minister 7/5/2024, exactly 1 year, 318 days before Arsenal won the league. Can I get a woo? Shout out to Chuck. Guys, can you see this? Are you seeing this? The 1318. That's why when you go on my Twitter and you see me post stuff like this, all right, you start seeing, okay, that's where he's going. When you see stuff like this, look. Last night, Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. You got to have this wisdom. And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And this was the date Arsenal won the league. And it's 13:18. And it was 1 year, 318 days after Starmer became the UK Prime Minister. The Labour Party, the Red Party. Arsenal, war. Keir Starmer became the British Prime Minister 666 days after Queen Elizabeth died. Where is it? I'll put it here. She died 9/8 on Bruno Fernandez's birthday, who's had this unbelievable season. She died then. This is when he became Prime Minister. Guys, are you still with me? He became the Prime Minister 666 days after the Queen died, which is when King Charles became the King. 666, the number of the beast, guys. And Arsenal have won the league 1 year, 318 days after he became the Prime Minister. And Revelation 13:18 is how the beast reigns, all right? And he's number 666. Arsenal have won 14 league titles. and 4 Premier League titles. And the sum of the first 144 decimal digits of pi is 666. Arsenal won the league as they had 1,669 all-time losses. 1,669 losses. This will bring you to Mikel Arteta's birthday. 1,669 is the 263rd prime. That, my brothers and sisters, is Mikel Arteta's birthday. .263 is the 56 prime. King Charles coronated on 5'6". Arsenal FC 56. Royal Family 56. Keir Starmer 56. Revelation 5'6". And I beheld and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth. Arsenal beat King Charles III's favourite team, Burnley, 1-0 the day before they won the league. Keir Starmer resides at 10 Downing Street. Satan equals 10. Keir Starmer was born exactly 17 years after World War II ended. Revelation 17 describes the judgment of Babylon the Great, the symbol of corrupt global power and false religion. It's what they're pushing now. It features a wealthy, deceitful prostitute riding a scarlet beast. The passage reveals that worldly systems will eventually turn on each other, but God ultimately controls the outcome. And the season began on 15-8. Arsenal won it 139th day. Freemasonry. 158. I'm so tired. 158, 139. So I'm going to have to leave it there. Could you all hit the like on the way out? Oh my word, leaving it when there's 34 people watching. And they just won the 34th edition. So next year's 35, it's going to connect to Satan. And I've got to go address this email now and tell Kenya I found a thing for her. When you care about people, you stop stuff. Do you know what I mean? Right, I'm going to end it there. Oh my word. What time is it? No, it's nearly 3 o'clock. What the heck? Thank you for all your help today, for your support, whatever you've done. Thank you. I think I have to take a day off streaming tomorrow. I hope so anyway. Yeah, because I could talk about Villa tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if I've got it in me. So thank you all, guys. I'll probably find more information to add to this code. And if you have any, send me it. And again, if you're anyone who can do great content and make this work come to life and make it easier for people to process, please contact me and we'll figure something out. Take care. Unbelievably great stream. Thank you. Yeah, it's took 6 years in the making, this stream. 6 years in the making. All that information. And you've given me more. So thank you. Yeah, thank you all. Take care. Share it. If you have a Twitter page, go share it. If you're in Discord, share it. If you have Instagram, whatever it is, share the link. And I've just nearly gone 4 hours for you. Much love. Take care. Dave, thank you for your support. Means a lot. God bless you all. Thank you. Take care. Speak to you soon. God wins. Cheers, Jonathan.